Hello. Namaste. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Cricket for Us. And England have won the toss, elected to bat. Interesting sides, both of these. I'm just going to get the sides up on my screen so I can talk through those. But yeah, definitely a good toss to win. The sun is shining, so better decision to bat than anything else. We've got the two lineups right here. We've got, for England, we've got Rory Burns, Dom Sibley, Zach Crawley, Joe Root, as expected. Yes, there was a talk about maybe Hasib Hamid coming into the side, but maybe they're going to go with that steady four. Then Johnny Bairstow, because Ollie Pope is not fit. Dan Lawrence, because of Ben Stokes obviously stepping away. That's their top six. Then we've got Joss Butler, Sam Curran, Ollie Robinson, Stuart Broad, and James Anderson. No spinner for the Indian lineup, English lineup, sorry. And interesting decision. Looks like that the pitch is going to be quite green from what I can tell. So obviously a better decision. And if they do need spin, they have the skills of Joe Root and maybe even Dan Lawrence if they did need a spinner in that instance. And for India, they've gone with Rohit Sharma, KL Rahul, Cheteshwar Pujara, Virat Kohli, Ajinkya Rahane, Rishabh Pant, and then the shocking decisions of no Ravichandran Ashwin and no Ishant Sharma. I don't know if Ishant Sharma is not fit or Ravi Ashwin isn't fit, or maybe it's the thought that maybe Jadeja did well in England in 2018 in that one game that he played. What the thought process is, but they've gone with Ravi Jadeja, Shardul Thakur, Jasprit Bumrah, Mohammad Shami, and Mohammad Siraj. So very interesting lineup. Still, both sides look equally as good at the moment, but definite downer from an Indian perspective. I think they should have gone with Ishant Sharma and Ravi Ashwin. However, let's see how it goes. There's 7 people in the chat. Already some comments coming in. Thank you everyone for joining. Smayan says, "Come on, India. Let's see how it goes." Abdullah says, "I'm in shock. Kohli does not win the toss." I love the sarcasm, Abdullah. Thank you for that. Boomer says, hello, Boomer. Thank you so much for joining. Hello, Andrew. Thank you very, very much for joining. They're just having the collection where they do the anthems or they stand for justice and all that stuff. So they're doing that at the moment. Where Laughter Express says, "It looks good. 11 for India. Brave call of playing Thakur over Ashwin due to better batting." Yeah, fair enough. Quality shot. Fazan in the chat says, "All seam attack by England and no Wood." Bizarre also no Ashwin for India and Bairstow instead of Pope. Bairstow had to come in. Pope is injured or something happened because I read this morning. So yeah, Pope, it wasn't going to be included anyway. So Johnny Bairstow's coming in place of him. Where we go? Yeah, there we go. Laughter Express says, "I heard Ishant isn't fit till now." Right. Okay. Thank you for that. I've tried to find out if he's completely fit or what the issue is. But if Ishant Sharma isn't fit, then it makes complete sense why Siraj is playing. The inclusion of Shardul Thakur, there's only 2 reasons why you could bring Shardul Thakur in the side. Number one, he does swing the ball, as Keshav said on his channel where I was about 10 minutes ago. And on top of that, Shardul Thakur can bat a bit. I wouldn't say he's a better batsman than Ravi Ashwin, but he can bat, and maybe that's the thought that they had. Where's the game happening? Harris says. Harris is happening in Trent Bridge in Nottingham. No Ashwin is very dangerous. Yep. Any rain expected? Not today, which is shocking that in the Pakistan series there was rain in West Indies, and it's looking pretty clear. Well, there's a bit of overcast conditions at the back, but it's not too shabby. Like the sun's shining and all that stuff, and the pitch is fairly green, so it's a fair call to play an all-out pace attack from an England point of view. On top of that, even India going with Ravi Jadeja, who is the less spinning spinner out of the lot. Yeah, thanks, Fazan. Thank you very much. Harris says Pakistan won 1-0. Yeah, a 4-match series, they won 1-0. It just shocked me. Boomer says, "Personally, I rate Bairstow higher than Pope. There has been a lot of talk about his talent, but so far, he has nothing to show for it." Let's put it this way. I understand where you're coming from. In white ball cricket, Bairstow is probably one of the best batsmen England has in white ball cricket. There's no doubt about that. But if we look at red ball, if we look at test cricket or first class cricket even, Ollie Pope has been instrumental in his making his side win in domestic cricket or get huge scores. I don't know. He averages like 70 in first class cricket over the past year and a half, 2 years or something. Okay. So Ollie Pope is an absolute beast. Yes, he hasn't performed very well in international cricket so far, but he's going to get a lot more chances than someone like Johnny Bairstow. But Johnny Bairstow had to be included due to the exclusion or, Ollie Pope not being fit. But yeah, very interesting to see how Bairstow goes in this series. He might just prove me wrong and be the highest run scorer of this series. So let's see how it goes. Laughter Express says redemption time for Bumrah. Yeah, redemption of sorts. He hasn't been great since 2020. I was speaking to Fazan from Quality Shot about this, and there's a picture I shared that Bumrah was fantastic before he got injured, and as soon as he got injured, since then, his average, his strike rate in Test cricket has not been the greatest. So yeah, definitely a time for him to redeem himself and hopefully performs well, not just in this game, but the entire series. I want to see Ollie Robinson bowl. I'm waiting for Ollie Robinson to bowl. Yes, I gotta wait a little while because England's winning. England's batting, won the toss and chose to bat. Otherwise, yeah, very, very exciting teams, both of them. And I just got the teams on screen now. So yeah, like I said, for anyone who's just joining us now, first off, thank you everyone for joining. But yeah, Burns, Sibley, Crawley, Root, Bairstow, Lawrence, Butler, Curran, Robinson, Broad, and Anderson. And then for India, they've got Rohit Sharma, Rahul, Pujara, Kohli, Rahane, Pant, Jadeja, Thakur, Bumrah, Shami, Siraj. I don't know why I'm saying it very quickly, but yeah. Quality Shot says, I strongly disagree, Boomer. Bairstow has had about 10,000 chances. All right, fair enough. He's basically said what I said. But yeah, thanks, Fazan. Thank you for that. Much, much appreciated. Harry says, how long you stream? I should be streaming for the first innings, the first session. Minimum the first session. That's what I'm going to try and do. And then at lunch, I'll make a call. But I think it's probably just going to be the first session today. Joy says, hello, people. Hello, Joy. Thank you so much for joining. I should not be here and giving university exam, but due to digital complications from my university side, I can be here. By the way, Kohli can't win a toss to save his life. Yeah, he just can't. It's just no way Kohli can win a toss. But yeah, well, good luck to you in your exams, man. I hope you can do your exams and do amazingly well. But thank you very much for joining. For anyone who doesn't know, after the first session, they have lunch and everything. I might do another stream later on in the day. But if you guys do want me to do another stream later today, or if you want me to stream tomorrow, just let me know in the chat, and I'll hopefully be able to set something up. But right now, as of right now, I'm just doing the first session. Laughing says Hamid not playing. I'm surprised. I think they're gone with their settled top four. Like India would have gone with the settled top six if Gill and Mayank were fit. So yeah, I think I'm surprised as well in a way. But at the same time, if England are gonna stick with the side they've got, they're gonna test them out for the next couple of matches, and then go with maybe we should bring Hasib Hamid in as a replacement for someone. Joy says, Harris says what exactly? Okay. Harris says hammed on bench. Hammed or Hamid? I think Hamid on bench. That's what you mean. Yeah, there we go. There's a couple of conversations going on, so I don't want to just talk about what everyone else is talking about. But yeah, do one later. Okay, I will do my best to sort that out. Thanks for that. Unless someone else streams, then I'll jump on theirs. But as of this moment, I'll make sure I can get some time to try and fit that in. Thank you for that. Thank you for letting me know. So yeah, England have won the toss, elected to bat, and we're just about to start. Jasprit Bumrah is going to open the bowling for India. First ball coming up. Who's facing? I think it's Burns who's facing. Yeah. But let's wait and see. Bumrah needs to bowl a lot better than he has in quite some time. It's 0 for 0. The first ball of this amazing test series is about to begin. Let's play according to Richard Kettleborough. Bumrah walking. He's running in. This guy needs to bowl well for India to do well. And left by Rory Burns. The ball didn't do much. It was wide outside off stump and well left by Rory Burns. The pitch looked a lot greener about half an hour ago. It just doesn't look as green, but there is grass on it. I can't argue that. There's definitely grass on that pitch. Laughter Express says, I always feel management doesn't truly recognize the talent and ability of Bihari as a top order batsman. Could have opened today. Do you know what? This is where I think they've gone with Rahul. There's two reasons. One, Bihari is the type of player who can stay in there and possibly a replacement great angling there. Well defended to point by Rory Burns. So yeah, on your point there, I think the reason why they've gone with Rahul over Vihari twofold. Number one, Vihari is probably a good option when Pujara retires, and he can solidify and play slow in that top to middle order. But at the same time, Vihari's not looked the best when he's played in England in this county season as well. KL Rahul played one practice game, scored 100. Yes, that was in the middle order, but he looked a lot better at the crease than someone like Vihari. On top of that, it's KL Rahul. They're going to go with KL Rahul, aren't they? Oh, angling. He's got that angling going, angling away from Rory Burns. But after pitches, it just kind of straightens up. And that will be very, very interesting. It's reminding me of a bit like Mackay Antini. Bumrah today, for the past 3 deliveries, has bowled a little bit like Mackay Antini. A lot of angling, but then the ball just seams in or just sticks at its line. And that could be very dangerous for the English batsman. No Ishant today. Yeah, no Ishant. I've heard, if you scroll up, apparently he might not be fully fit. So let's see. Let's fingers crossed he gets fit, because Shant Sharma is an absolute beast. Oh, an absolute peach by Bumrah. Like I said, angling away from Rory Burns, pitching on about middle and leg, and just keeps going on with the angle. And Burns tried to play that. The camera angle kind of messed up there. Yeah, a beautiful delivery, and tried to just defend it, and it misses the bat completely. Someone says, hello, Ashad. How are you? Good morning to you. Thank you very much, someone. I'm well. Hope you're doing well as well. Having a fantastic day. Muhammad Khan says, no Ashwin. No Ashwin. Jadeja instead of Ashwin. And Shardul Thakur and Siraj. So not complete surprises, but a little bit of a shock. Oh, that's gone. That has to be gone. And it's gone. Oh, Rory Burns, the one who was in form, one of the 2 openers that was in form. That's pitched just about middle and leg. Hitting straight on the pads. That has to be plumbed. They're going for the review, but that's gone. Oh my goodness. England can be 0 for 1 in the first over. Jasprit Bumrah, you absolute legend. Goodness me, 0 for 1, first over. That's pitching in line. That has to be pitching in line. Oh, what a delivery. Good ball there by Jasprit Bumrah. I'm waiting for them to confirm it is out. Yeah, that's pitched just in line. I'm going to turn on the wicket counter. There we go. I have to put that on. Yeah, there's no inside edge. No worries about that. India has always preferred having a tank in the side who can soak up deliveries for some time now. Yeah, I think Pujara is going to take that role, isn't he? Or hopefully for India's. Oh, pitched in line, hitting middle, and umpire's call, hitting top of middle. Rory Burns has gone. Rory Burns, the guy who was in prolific form in red ball for the past three months at least for England and in his county cricket. Bumrah gets him in the first over. Well bowled, great delivery. And yes, a good job by Bumrah. Very, very happy for him. Mohammad Khan says, Hamid licking his lips from the bench. Lavin Express says, that's top over till now. Come on. Yeah, that was a beautiful ball. And he just played that down the wrong line. He thought it was going to keep moving away. And that's what I'm saying. That's the angle. That's what gets you. And Rory Burns goes for his 5-ball duck. Looks plumb. Yep, there we go. Sup, Ajad. Hello, Vivek. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Thank you, Vivek, for joining. Thank you, whoever's joined us. Please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. It really helps the channel, really helps push us, because right now, Akash Chopra is doing commentary in Hindi. So obviously, I've got great competition. I'm nowhere near that, but it would be great if you like the video and subscribe. It just pushes the video to a few more people who might want to watch us having this discussion and the live commentary. Thank you very much for joining, everyone. Sagar Morhe says, that was set up perfectly. All out swingers and then this beauty. Indeed. That's exactly what I was talking about. That's why Mackay Antini kind of comes in my mind. But yeah, definitely a beautiful ball. And Bumrah gets his first wicket. I wouldn't say he's redeemed himself, but if he keeps doing this, he's on the road to redemption for sure. Mohammad Khan says, here comes the nightmare of Pakistan. Crawley, yeah, that 267 is the only thing of note he's done since that 267. All right. He hasn't done much since then. So I'm hoping to see a different side of Crawley, or he might just do what he did in India, which is, I'm just going to come down the track and try and get out. even to a fast bowler. But yeah, let's see how it goes. Definitely India. Very, very happy from the Indian point of view. Where are we? Jasprit Bumrah, last ball of the first over, running in. Oh, this one moves away from Crawley, wide outside off stump, and Crawley leaves it. First over gone, and India are looking a lot happier than they were before the game began. Maybe it's a shocking decision, and as you've seen, the sun has disappeared. The sun has disappeared. It just looks a bit more overcast. Like I said, the sun was shining, but the clouds in the back look like overcast conditions were just like an hour or two away. But definitely, the sun is not shining anymore, and the pitch looks an absolute belter for a bowler. Goodness me. Apparently, Rahane said you can expect some golden runs by the tail this England tour. Shardul Thakur. Maybe that's why he's in the side. Harris Arshid says, who took Stokes' place? Dan Lawrence. I believe Dan Lawrence took Stokes' place. Harris Arshid says, Archer's still out to injury. Yes, he is. Unfortunate from the English standpoint. Muhammad Khan says, couldn't have asked for a better first over right now. It was brilliant. It was so good that I'm just like so happy. Yes, it could have been better. Could have taken 2 wickets. Otherwise, the way he set up Burns was just fantastic. Also, 16 people in the chat. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. Much, much appreciated. Please like and subscribe if possible. First delivery by Shami, running in. An outswinger to Sibley. And yeah, we're in the second over. Let me just update the score right there. It's the second over. And India is looking a lot happier than they were before, for sure. Someone says Crawley being exposed early. England will probably be 3 down very quickly. We'll have to see. If Crawley sticks in and bats like a Sibley kind of innings, then maybe England are going to survive this first session. But yeah, Shami and Bumrah opening up for India. Great call, considering there's no Ishant Sharma. Beautiful outswing movement from Mohammad Shami, sorry. Keshav says, great start. Yes, a great start for India for sure. Ravi Shastri is probably listening to the commentators right now. So let's see if he makes any decisions based on what the commentators say. Obviously, I can't hear the commentators right now. But yeah, interesting calls, playing Jadeja, playing Shardul Thakur, but the ball's swinging. So Thakur could be an X factor here. But yeah, here we are. Shami running in to Dom Sibley. Third ball of the over. Oh, an absolute peach just outside off stump, moving away. Sibley tries to play at it, and he should have left it. Yeah, you practice a leave, but you actually went towards the ball, and it was very, very close. A beautiful delivery by Mohammad Shami. Muhammad Khan says, also October 24th, India versus Pakistan World Cup T20. If it happens, it happens. It'll be great to watch. I don't know if I'm going to stream. I don't know if I'm going to do anything for that, but I would love to give that a watch, and hopefully it's a good match. And for me, a Pakistan win. Highly unlikely, though. Boomer says, I just got a phone call and completely missed the wicket. It's all right. It was an absolute peach by Bumrah. Just bear with me 2 seconds. I will tell you. There we go. A leave from Sibley, wide from a wide outside off stump by Mohammad Shami. So he set him up for the first 4 deliveries, swinging away. And then this one pitched just on leg stump and just straightened up a little, hit him on middle, right in front of middle, and LBW Rory Burns had to go, trying to play down the wrong line. For sure. Mohammad Khan says, I think Bhuvaneshwar Kumar would have loved these conditions. He definitely would have. Keshav says, good toss to lose. In hindsight, I will let you know at the end of the session. If you're back at the end of the session, Keshav, I will tell you then. But right now, it is seeming so. But let's see. Mohammad Shami running into Dom Sibley. He edges it to Gully, and that is a dot ball. Bounced to Gully, not out. Don't worry about it from the English point of view. Alia Charles says, what a start for India. Yeah, a brilliant start for India. Exactly what they needed at this stage. And we've got 15 in the chat. Sorry. Thank you everyone for joining. Please like and share and subscribe. Like I said, it does send it to more people around the world, and then we can have a better discussion in the chat for sure. Sahil Mathur says, too much to watch. Olympics and cricket. I know, right? Have both. Have both on at the same time. One screen, not one screen, but have one on the phone, have one on TV if you can, and watch both, because this India-England series, or England-India series to be exact, is going to be very, very captivating. The Olympics are great. but the Olympics end in a few days. This series is going to last till the end of the month. Well, till the start of next month, sorry. Harisa should say, did his goal work for you? Yes, it did. Yes, it did. I didn't. I watched like one game on there, but yeah, it did. So thank you for that, Haris. Keshav says same conditions, but put Broad and Anderson in against Rahul, Rohit, Pujara. Not easy. Yeah. Conditions aren't easy to bat. It's England. But if the sun was shining like it was before, it would have been a lot nicer. But the clouds just came over as soon as the match began. So yeah, like I said, I'll let you know at the end of this innings, this session if I can. Boomer says, is it just me or is coach drunk already? I don't think he's drunk, man. Come on. I wouldn't call him drunk. I think he's just trying to be a happy chappy. Bumrah running into Zach Crawley. Oh, just on off stump and well defended. Good ball by Bumrah. Yeah. He has to. Oh, wow. The laptop moved like crazy. Yeah, the dismissal. They're just showing the dismissal in the previous delivery from Bumrah. So it pitched just about the same line. Actually, forget what I'm saying. It's a bit fuller and it's moved in to Rory Burns and got him. So yeah, beautiful bowling, beautifully set up by Jasprit Bumrah. Vivek says, I don't know why I wasn't added after Sri Lanka matches. He bowled pretty well. Who's Bug? Oh, a beauty and well left by Zach Crawley. Someone says, read this. Indian wrestlers Ravi Dhaya has qualified for the final match. Came from 7 points behind and won the match by pinning his opponent with 40 seconds remaining. Wow, that's a win and a half. That's great. Congratulations to him. Vivek says, I don't know why Bhuvi is always overlooked in tests. Don't think he's injured. He bowled pretty well, yes, but I think because of different bubbles, they still need him to get into prime shape before thrusting him into the test arena. I think that's the reason why they've kind of put that in. Laughter Express says, I feel Robinson would trouble India batsmen more than Broad and maybe Anderson too. I think both will trouble. I think every English bowler, apart from maybe Sam Curran, is going to trouble India because of the way because of the bounce they get, because of the swing they get, because of the seam movement they get. They're absolute class bowlers. Sam Curran, if it's overcast conditions, he might become a little difficult to handle as well. But those three, I think, definitely are going to be a handful, and India needs to survive when they come out to bat. Right now, England need to survive. This is the third over, and England are still on 0, which is fine. It's a test match. Take as long as you need. Play out the match, right? You don't need to score many runs in this first session. You need to survive this first session. Well left once again by Zach Crawley. Not getting tempted by that, the corridor of uncertainty right there. Muhammad Khan says, Pakistan javelin thrower has qualified for the final javelin throw. Finished first in his group. That's great. Ashar Nadeem, I think I read about that. I retweeted a post as well. The Indian guy, N. Chopra or something, I can't remember what his name is, but he also qualified. So very interesting contest going on there as well. Bug is my autocorrect when I want to spell booby. Okay. Thanks, Vivek. Thanks for that. Just people are running into Crawley. Crawley defends it straight. And that is a single. First runs of the game, of the series to Zach Crawley's bat. And he played it just down past the stumps. And good fielding by Shardul Thakur running in from mid-on and grabbing that quite easily, to be honest. 1 for 1. Keshav said, forget India versus Pakistan in the World T20. We will have India versus Pakistan in Olympics on August 7th. Yeah, on Saturday. Javelin throw finals. Both India and Pakistan topped their qualifying groups today. Yeah, I read about that. So yeah, hopefully good contest coming up. I hope both of them get gold or silver. I want both of them to be at the top. Don't mind either way because Pakistan hasn't won a medal in ages. So yeah, very, very excited about both of those guys. Laughter says Bumrah will soon bring one in back. Yep, that's what I'm waiting for as well. Yeah, he needs to set him up. He can't have, I think the idea is what he's trying to do is he's trying to set the batsman up. It's test cricket, right? You set batsman up over and over and over again. So yeah, very, very excited to see where this goes. Also, A League of Their Own. I don't know if you guys have watched A League of Their Own. It's a very, very interesting British show. It's about sports and it's really fun. So please do check it out. Keshav says, you missed one of my comments above on Booby. Thanks, Keshav. Where are we? Yeah, because you're talking to Vivek, right? That's the reason. Booby still has to get to his optimum fitness to last 5 days, let alone 5 tests. You don't want a key bowler to break down in the middle. Remember Zahir Khan 2011. Yeah, okay, yeah. So basically, because it said at Vivek, so I wanted to leave that conversation as private as possible. Jay says, Neeraj Chopra, thank you. Also qualified by acing in both groups with 86.65 meters throw with only one throw. Yeah, exactly. So I read about both of those. That's great. Mohammed Khan says, Pakistan has not won an Olympic medal since 1992. Since the year I was born, they haven't won a medal. Maybe this year they could win a medal. That would be great. Joy says, by the way, Indian women team is currently 1-0 ahead of Argentina in the hockey semifinals. Oh, let's see how that goes. Did the men's lose in the semis? Is that right? Is that right? Please let me know. Please let me know. Andrew Cook says, so this is the first match in WTC 23 cycle. Yes, it is. Will be interesting to see if there will be much interruption. Yeah, I'm actually hoping, like, I was going to do a video about the World Test Championship like about a week ago. And I thought, we're uncertain about certain games right now. There's no point trying to do a video on it, on it in general. But yeah, definitely, the World Test Championship has begun. It's going to be an interesting cycle. According to a lot of people, India and Pakistan look the favorites. But I said England and India look the favorites at the start of the other one. New Zealand won. So who knows? Who knows how things transpire? Grigor Galway says, yep, play Germany. Thank you for that. Thanks for that. Mohammed Khan says, men's lost 5-2 to Belgium. Harris says, how should England approach this game? Oh, an absolute peach from Shami. Just pitching and seeming away a little, sorry. And Zach Crawley drawn into the defense and goes past his outside edge. Right now, they need to survive. They can go on the attack. They can go on the offensive, but that's not going to work. If this was a white ball game, that's how England would play. But in this instance, England need to play out the new ball. Play out the next 10, 12 overs. When Siraj comes in, surprised to see Siraj not opening, but it's good. Bumrah and Shami are great. And then Siraj comes in, and then when Taco comes in, that's like what, up till the 20th over. So England have to survive these the first session. Zach Crawley, exactly what he needed to do. Came down the track, standing outside his crease as well a little. Came down the track, defends it, and takes a quick single to short cover. And that's how England will need to play. Try and stepped forward and just played that defensive stroke for a quick single. They need to play in a way that they reduce the swing as much as possible, okay? They need to, I forgot the word that I want to use, but basically counteract the moving ball. The further forward they come, they showed Virat Kohli's technique. He moved like about a foot forward in his stance in the previous series, and he didn't get out to James Anderson. And he had an average of, 50 odd, right? So, yeah, definitely something that the English batsman could utilize to bat better. And the sun has come out once again. Let me just update the score. Yeah, 2 for 1. There we have it. Life Express says, yes, men hockey lost semis. We'll play bronze match tomorrow. That'll be fun. Jaffa, indeed. Pakistan favorites for World 2. Well, that's what people are saying. Indian side is in full throttle model. Yes, mode. Yes. Hit Wicket by Rampus. Everyone watching, please do check out Hit Wicket by Rampus. Great channel. Talks very openly about a lot of things. So yeah, please do check him out. Andrew Cook says, did you release your New Zealand team videos? Andrew, dude, being a father is busy work. A beautiful straight drive and well fielded by Shardul Thakur at mid-on there. Dot ball, but would have gone for 4 if he didn't dive towards that ball. So yeah, well fielded there. I have not released it, my friend. And it's been tough trying to do actual like videos and then editing them as well. So editing longer videos is a task and a half, trying to make time and render and everything. So I will get to it. I promise. I'm trying, but I just haven't had time, unfortunately. Thank you so much, by the way, for asking about that. Shikhar Rawat says India might lose 5-0. What? No, I don't see that happening. That's not happening. Look at those scores. Look at that average, right? from Dan Lawrence as well. Okay, no Ollie Pope. Dan Lawrence has had a very good county championship, but when he replaced for England, it doesn't look as good. New Zealand, against New Zealand, he played quite well. Look at the Ollie Robinson average as well. So yeah, England have a lot of players who haven't had the best of times as of late. But in the county championship, Rory Burns was fantastic. Ollie Pope is usually fantastic. Ollie Pope, unfortunately, not fit. Rory Burns got out in the first over. So yeah, very, very unfortunate from an England point of view. But yeah, Dan Lawrence will need to make a name for himself because of the way that he has played in the county championship. They expect a lot more from him batting at that number 5, number 6 spot. Kevin 11 says, your view on Ashwin not in the team. Shocked, surprised, astonished, can't believe it. I generally thought Ashwin would get the wood over Jadeja, but yes, Jadeja, maybe because they don't see this as a proper spinning track, they thought no Ashwin. But yeah, I'm surprised. I'm very surprised. I would have gone with Ashwin. Oh, a beauty on the pads though. Crawley plays it through mid-wicket and running. Shardul Thakur's hat flies off and he takes that. That is 3 runs off that delivery. The 5th over has begun. 5 for 1 England. And Bumrah, that was a good ball to Zach Crawley, who's taken all the runs so far, but he played it quite well, quite late, and hit it in the gap. See, he stepped out about this much outside the crease, trying to negate the swing. Where are we? Wow, I've missed a few comments. Boomer says, Shami to me is a bowler of great balls, but not a great bowler as a package. Interesting. Keshav says, Sunil Gavaskar says 4-0 India. That's a positive approach. That would be great for India. Kohli can't win a toss. Yeah, he can't. Joy says, I think H has... Yeah, maybe. Unlike most countries, Pakistan government does not fund its athletes. Yeah, that's sad. The reason why I'm not bringing it up because you're having a direct conversation, and I didn't notice you had mention on that. But yeah, have as many conversations as you want. Great to see people interacting with each other. It's absolutely brilliant. Here's a see now. If you had Ashwin in for Shardul, that have gone for 4. Oh man, that would have gone for 4. Yeah, I see what you're saying, Keshav. I see it. Most guys, please do not even mention the word rain. After witnessing the disaster that was the Windies-Pakistan series, I think I've developed an allergy to that word. And well defended once again. This time, Dom Sibley, who is still on 0, but that's all good. That's all good. Joy says England missed out not playing Hamid today. Yeah, it's surprising, right? Because Hamid would go pretty well under these conditions, but they want to try Crawley and give him a bit more confidence. I think after 2 games, they might change their batting order. That's what I feel. Andrew Cook says, I just wanted to hear your opinion and then tell you why Richard Hadley isn't New Zealand's best bowler. Andrew Cook, man. I did say Hadley's in my side. I tell you what, Hadley's in my side, but he's not my captain. All right? Hadley's in my side, though. And I've said one of the best all-rounders of that era. I didn't call him just a bowler, okay? But fair enough. I would love to. When I do release it, I'll try and put it like a premiere or something so it's coming up, so people know it's coming up when I do release it and have it all edited and all. So that would be a lot of fun. But yeah, thank you for that. Now I know what to put. No, I'm not going to change it. Don't worry. I shot it a while ago. I just haven't had time to edit. Same with the Pakistan thing. I haven't had time to edit. I might have to redo the entire Pakistan one. Gregor says, please do let me know if I'm pronouncing it right. I sometimes pronounce names very, very wrong, incorrectly. A single down to square leg, and Sibley has gotten his first runs. That's great news. Great news for Sibley. Gregor says, Hamid, this is his home ground. That's my point. That's my point. He's going to do well here. It's his home ground. That's the reason why Stuart Broad is genuinely playing, I think. Yes, those are England's best bowlers, but they are going to rotate them, aren't they? Okay, so not surprising at all. Hamid isn't above Burns, Sibley, or Crawley in pecking order. I think he's above Crawley and, well, not above. He is around the same place as Crawley and Sibley at the moment. If you speak to English circles, that's what they were considering, potentially playing Hamid. But the reason they didn't go for Hamid was because Crawley and Sibley have been in the side for quite some time. Let's give them a chance. If they don't do well for the next couple of games, then they're going to bring in Hamid. Boomer says, after 2 games, you really think England would wait that long to enact their rotation policy? The bowlers, they're going to change. The batsmen, I don't think they're going to. Muhammad Hassan says, by the way, everyone joining, thank you so much for joining. Please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Thank you, Muhammad Hassan, for joining. Thank you so much, Rahul. Thank you, Keshav, Boomer, Laughter Express. Anyone else I've missed? Andrew Cook, thank you so much for joining. Muhammad Khan, thank you very much. I don't like not playing a spinner at all. I think this might be England bite England in the butt. They've got Joe Root and Dan Lawrence who could together form a 60% spinner, 70% spinner. So maybe that's the reason why they've said they don't really need a genuine spinner. Someone said, why didn't England choose to bowl first? It looks great. The sun was out. The sun was shining bright when the toss was happening. They thought, oh, great batting conditions. Keisha says they just want a backup top 3 batsman, which they haven't found in years. Someone else says, I'm surprised no chance. Yeah, there's talks that he might not be fully fit, which is why he isn't playing. Mohammad Khan says Hamid smacked a century against almost the same bowling attack in the warm-up match. Yeah, he did. It was a slow, methodical innings. A striker at what, like 30, 31? But yeah, it was a great innings to watch for sure. Hamid will be last resort. They should give him opportunities. Interesting. Anuka says, did you hear Bangladesh will host New Zealand for a 5-match T20 series from September 1st to 10th? Yes, I read about that. I heard about that because right now Bangladesh thrashed Australia in that first match. And the second match, I think, starts in like 2 hours as well. So yeah, Bangladesh, I predicted Australia to win the series. They got hammered. They got absolutely hammered by Bangladesh, man. You don't see that very often. But yeah, Australia, yes, it's their second string team and all that stuff. But yeah, Australia do not look the greatest. They do not look the greatest in T20s right now. They haven't got some of their big players, but still, they got hammered. Kev says, but what changed for bowlers? Wokes, Archer out. They're playing all others. Overton, they'll probably bring in Jack Leach. They're not going to bring in Dom Bess unless it's a raging Turner. But yeah, they will bring in Overton. Is Ollie Stone in the side? Because they've only said for the first 2 games, they released a squad. They haven't talked about the other 3, Keshav. They haven't talked about who's going to be in the squad for the rest of the 3-match series. So the first 2 games, we know what the squad is. And that's where Overton is. And that's why we've got Jack Leach in there as well, just in case, and Dom Bess. But then they might change up. And maybe Wokes comes back into the side. And if Archer is fit, I don't know. Let's hope he is. But then Archer comes back in the side. Then Ollie Stone might be in the mix as well. So we have to consider those options. When is Pakistan's next game? It is the 12th. It is a test, the first test against West Indies. Let's hope it doesn't rain. So Rahul says, does Hamid speak Hindi? I get excited for some reason when foreign players speak Hindi. Monty Panesar and Imran Tahir, etc. Yeah, thing is, Imran Tahir is born and bred Pakistani till he was like early 20s. So he speaks Urdu, Hindi, etc. I saw Usman Khwaja speak Urdu/Hindi on his YouTube channel. It's pretty good. It's pretty fun. Monty Panesar, yeah, he speaks. I don't know if Hasib Hamid speaks Hindi or Urdu. I know he speaks Gujarati though. Muhammad Hassan says, usually on green tops, the 3rd day is the best day to bat on. So I believe England will have a chance to bat on day 3. The issue is that India will bat the last 2. They needed a spinner. Will bat last. So England needed a spinner. Yeah, I see what you're saying there. Muhammad Hassan says, Harris, it's on the 12th. Yes, it is. Muhammad Khan says, don't understand Wokes' omission. Only thing is that he injured his finger a while ago, a couple of weeks ago or something, right? Which is why they've given him that time to rest up for 2 weeks. And then if he's fit, he's going to come back into the side. So yeah, Wokes is injured. That's the reason why he's not there. Keshav says New Zealand also has 5 T20Is against Pakistan, although I'm looking forward to the Afghanistan-Pakistan ODIs and T20. Is it T20s or ODIs? And root for an upset. Of course you root for an upset, Keshav. You always root for an upset against Pakistan, man. Laughter Express. I'm kidding, by the way. Laughter Express says, can see red in Sony broadcast. Oh, what do you mean red? Sorry, very confused there. Mohammed Khan says, Imran Tahir, Tahir's childhood home is about 10 minutes away from where I live. Really? Nice. Haris Arshad says, is Hamid Indian? I think he's Indian. I think he's Gujarati, if I'm not wrong. Silver Owl says, Anderson is scary in English conditions. Even in Indian conditions, he was so unplayable. Anderson is unplayable anywhere he plays. That's what I've noticed. Australia is the worst place for Anderson. Australia is the worst. But in general, in English conditions, Anderson is probably the best bowler in the world right now in English conditions. Well defended there. I forgot there was a single there, by the way. 8 for 1. The 7th over has begun. Didn't mean to rhyme that, so apologies. But yeah, England need to survive. Like I said, even if England don't score more than 40, 50 runs in this first session, that's fine. They just can't afford to lose another wicket. They can't afford to lose another wicket because that's when the situation becomes dire for them, because Root has to come in quite early, the ball moving, and then the other batsman has to try and stick in there for sure. So yeah, Crawley looks a lot more poised today than he has for quite some time. Also, Shardul Thakur trying to prove why he's been selected. He's diving like crazy, diving around like crazy. Tabin Khan says, hi Ajad, when will you do a video with Nikhil for the T20 review series for Pakistan? I've messaged him, so whenever he has time, I'll try and sort that out. I know he's very busy. He's very busy, so if he gets a chance, I'll do a video with him. If not, I'll probably leave it, and I'll probably just do a preview with preview for the test series. But I'll see when he has time and then base it on that. Keshav says, upset because then suddenly YouTube becomes proper entertainment, as there's a lot of funny Pakistani YouTubers. All you need is popcorn and coke. Okay, in that case, fair enough. I get that. A dive by Jadeja, but no benefit. First boundary of this match, of this series, and it's Zach Crawley through extra cover, and that's gone for 4. So yeah, in that case, I want that too, but I really don't want Pakistan to lose to Afghanistan, man. It's gonna be disappointing. I'll be one of the YouTubers who'll be complaining, man. I love how the fact that when Pakistan beat England, that's one of my popular videos. But when Pakistan loses, those videos get a lot more likes. Those videos get a lot more traction, which is disappointing. But it's the truth. It is the truth. Oh, an absolute peach drawn into playing that one, and it goes past the outside edge. Crawley hit a beautiful shot the last ball, but Bumrah came back with a bang, a beauty indeed. Silver Rahul says, Keshav, so right, if Pakistan lose the next day, Pakistani YouTubers are gold to watch. They are indeed. Calm Kohli is no Kohli. Boomer. Keshav says, Crawley since New Zealand test has done well in white ball, so that would give him confidence. Yeah, I hope he brings that white ball form into the red ball. Bairstow hasn't been able to do it, so yeah, let's see if Crawley can do it. Yeah, really wide outside off stump. Don't waste the new ball, my friend. Get him playing. The thing is, Crawley is one of those guys. Oh, that elephant just scared the hell out of me. I was so shocked. I was like, what is going on here? Well, that's no, that's a rhino. That's not an elephant. That's a rhino, man. Wow. Great commitment. Because I know it's not too hot, but it's not too cold either. So wearing that is not ideal. Boomer says, whatever the result is, Pakistani cricket is top tier content material. Yeah, it is. It definitely is. Right, Shami to Sibley. Sibley 1 of 13. Running in. Oh, that one swung, but actually went straight on as well. Bounced a bit more than Sibley expected, and a dot ball at that. Mohammed Stan says, Pakistani YouTubers bank on Indian views. I don't want to say that, even though that might be true. Even though that might be true about me. But obviously, dude, the thing is, right? India has the biggest population of cricket watchers in the world. Obviously, they're going to pander with them, inshallah, or whenever if I get past like a certain amount of subscribers, right? If I go past, let's say 5,000, if that ever happens, then I'm going to see how I kind of tackle that, because my thought is I'm going to try and concentrate on 3 to 4 countries maximum at the same time, and then try and talk about certain series if I get time. So for me, Pakistan, India, England/Australia is probably the teams that I look at. I try not to pander, but at the same time, India is really good right now. India is fantastic, right? That's the issue. Right? If Pakistan was as great, I would be raging on about Pakistan, and I probably wouldn't be looking at India as often. But because my 2 favorite teams are Pakistan and India, if one of them are doing well, then I'm going to do videos on those. But yeah, good point there. Where are we? Silver Rahul says Burns played with Ashwin for down leg side, and simply gets his first boundary as well. I've just read a comment which I want to address very quickly before I do anything else. Where are we? Let me update this. Let me update this, because what do you want me to say? Because this is interesting. Harris says you need to put commentary in your title. Do I? Because I saw this and I was like, okay, let me try it. Let's see what happens. Put commentary. I put watch along usually, but yeah, let's see if commentary helps. Live commentary. Live commentary. There we go. Let's see if that does anything. Live commentary. Let's go. Burns played with Ashwin for recently. Burns is so short. He looks like a child when standing next to Ashwin. Yeah. Ashwin's a tall guy as well. Indian bowling is so good right now. Yeah. Keshav says one good thing that happened leaving Ishant out is that Shami gets the new ball. Otherwise, he was always the first change. Indeed, that is very true. Harsh said, I've seen other streams saying India versus England commentary, and they're getting views. People search for commentary. All right. Awesome. Thanks, Harris. Yeah, I've just put live commentary in the title. If you refresh, it'll show up. So yeah, hopefully that helps. But no, much appreciated. Really appreciate the advice. Mohammed Stan, Silver Rahul says, sorry, Indian cricket audience is huge. Obviously, any cricket YouTuber will want those views. Agreed. People search commentary more. I didn't know that. But yeah, thank you for that. Much appreciated. I wasn't targeting you. I was targeting guys. No, I get what you mean. I don't think they do anything wrong. Like, they're doing exactly what they need to. It's their channel. Do whatever you want. So, but I appreciate that. So happy Rashid Leaf. Has he left? I don't think he's left completely. He's just busy doing other things. He's building a similar to NCA in Pakistan, the national cricket game. Similar to that. He's built something in Islamabad and Karachi that he's trying to work on, try and get young talent into Pakistan cricket. So I think that's what he's working on, which is why he's kind of stepped away. No watch along and commentary, I think. Okay, awesome. Maybe time to try Siraj. I think Siraj might come in after 10 overs. That's how I see it. But yeah, definitely Siraj would be good here. Would be really good. I don't see Shardul Thakur bowling before the 12th over though. 12th, 13th over. I think he's gonna take some time. Where are we? Mohammed Khan says, does anyone where are we? Does anyone know why Rashid Latif left? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's got his own, he's building some sort of what do you call it? Incubation center for cricketers, and try and churn some cricketers out. Thank you everyone for watching, by the way. As soon as I wrote commentary, people start coming up. So thank you for that, Harris. And yeah, everyone live with us right now, please like, share, and subscribe. Really does help the channel and pushes the video out to more people. India are in the driver's seat so far. Justin Bumrah running in to Zach Crawley, tries to defend it, goes past his bat, and that's a dot ball once again. So yeah, England just need to survive. Like I've said many, many times. Thank you everyone for joining. And the fact that England need to survive, I've said both of those many, many times. Boomer says, well, you instantly got 2 new viewers. Maybe it's working. Yeah, that's what I've thought. That's exactly what I thought. Thank you for that. Mohammed Khan says, yeah, don't think he's left. He's busy in coaching. Soral says, I don't think commentary is more likely to attract views. Is that true? Commentary sounds boring. Watch along sounds like watching along with a friend and chatting. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's why I do watch along. I used to say live stream because of CFA, but I think watch along is the official term now. Well defended there by Crawley to Gully, and that is a dot ball as well. So yeah, I put both. Let's see how it goes. But yeah, it make that 5. Yeah, it does help though. Thank you very much, everyone who has joined us. Please like the video. Please join us in the chat. Have a conversation. It really, really makes it very interesting. Room Toon says, in my honest opinion, Siraj should have shared the new ball with Bumrah. You don't see Shami opening, but I think it's just a seniority thing. Maybe it's the seniority thing, but Shami with the new ball is really good too. Can't argue that. He's bowled really well so far. Bumrah running in to Zach Crawley, and Crawley leaves that one. He's about to play and then just leaves it for sure. Mohammad Stan says, Dr. Numan Niaz, he's just salty because PCB doesn't give him a I don't know about that. I wouldn't actually say that. All I know is he knows a lot about cricket, and I think his opinion is pretty good. I kind of realize his opinion is pretty damn decent. His from a Pakistani perspective, 100%. Anywhere else, I'm like, do whatever you want. But for Pakistan, he talks a lot of sense. That's the way I see it. Harsh said, "Our Cricket for America is streaming today." I genuinely don't know. Oh, Crawley, a fuller delivery, and he plays that through extra cover, and that's gone for another 4. Oh, good shot through extra cover, and that's gone for 4. 20 for 1. The 9th over. Bumrah just a bit too full, and Crawley is on point to smash it to the boundary. Harrison said, "What's going to be Pakistan's 11 for tests?" Depends who's in the side, man. Like who's in the squad. I'm gonna check if they've released a test squad. If they got Imran Butt, man, I don't want Imran Butt in the side, but they're gonna play him, aren't they? Pakistan test squad. There we go. I'll check it out. I'll do it at the end of this over. Silver Rahul says he's a Pakistani journalist. He's like Wahid Khan. He's a doctor, but he's also a Pakistani journalist. And he's been in the industry for at least like 15, 20 years, I think. And he had a TV show. He's a good anchor. Usually. And then he's learned a lot by doing that thing. So I wouldn't compare him to anyone. But if you were to compare someone, I don't think he played, though. In Pakistan, you have a lot of Pakistani journalists who don't play, just know a lot about the game. So Tony Cozier would be an example. I think he didn't play. But Tony Cozier would be a like-for-like example if I had to pick one. But Tony Cozier was a genius, though. All right, Pakistan's test side. Right, okay, so who are they opening with? Pakistan's going to open with Abid Ali, and they're going to open with Imran Butt. A beautiful Yorker, but inside edge onto the pads by Zach Crawley. And 9th over gone. 9 overs gone. India got England for 20 for 1. Burns went in the first over to just be Bumrah. Otherwise, right now, it's not even Stevens. India's still in the driver's seat, but England are surviving, which is great. So Pakistan's 11. Here we go. So it's going to be Abid Ali, it's going to be Imran Butt, it's going to be Azhar Ali, it's going to be Babar Azam, it's going to be Fawad Alam, and then it's going to be Muhammad Rizwan. Post that point, it's going to be Fahim Ashraf. Then Pakistan will have to see if they want to play Saud Shakil. I want Saud Shakil to play, but I don't think he's going to play in the first instance. Then Mohammad Nawaz as well, decent option, but probably not going to play. Fahim Ashraf's going to play over him as at number 7. Then Pakistan has to go with, is Yasir Shah in the side? Yasir Shah. Don't think Yasir Shah is in the side. So if there's no, Yasir Shah. So Yasir Shah is at 9, Hassan Ali at 8, then Shaheen and Muhammad Abbas, or maybe even they consider, maybe we want to play with 4 pace bowlers. They have Fahim Ashraf, but maybe they consider Naseem Shah. Naseem Shah should not be playing Test cricket for Pakistan, right? That's my side. I've got Abid Ali, Imran Butt, Azhar Ali, Babar Azam, Fawad Alam, Muhammad Rizwan, Fahim Ashraf, Hassan Ali, Yasir Shah, Shaheen, and then Abbas. I'd like Numan Ali, but I don't see him playing the first test. No arguments there. Shami running in, a beauty to Sibley, tries to play at it, and it just goes past the outside edge. Mohammad Khan Sinoanaz is just very critical of Pakistan, but that's because he's seen Pakistan's golden days and knows that that's the standard we should hope for. Yeah, agreed. Boomer says, so far it's been a good recovery by England, though I feel like India is bowling without a plan right now. They let them off the hook. They're bowling a bit too wide, aren't they? They're not bowling as close to the off stump as I would have liked. Push P. Kane says, do you think this is England's worst top 3 ever? I don't know about ever, but in the past 10 years, yes, it is. Because Alistair Cook just made that top order look so much better. Silverall says, what exactly was Saeed Ajmal's Dustra controversy? I was not following cricket then. Now I hear there was some big overhaul in rules and many bowlers were caught. Is that true? 15 degrees, right? 15 degrees was the standard the entire way through. They added some extra measures of specific deliveries. And at the end of the day, if we look at it, if I'm actually being as critical as possible, wide down leg, but a great stop by Rishabh Pant. Well done, Pant. Great stop, down leg side. If we're critical, then Saeed Ajmal's Dusra looked like this. I'll tell you. Saeed Ajmal's Dusra looked like this, right? Like this. He was it was bending a lot more than 15 degrees. Now, if he could bowl the same delivery with a 15-degree angle, great. But because of that, his action needed to be rejigged. You saw Sunil Narayan change his action like 3 to 4 times. So yeah, the controversy is that he was doing great, he was taking wickets, his action changed, and then he stopped taking wickets. That's basically it, because he was basically, like in Pakistan you say vatta kara raha hai, right? He was bowling a lot of bent arm deliveries. His dusra was not at an angle of less than 15 degrees. Laughter Express says should use Bumrah in short bursts. Yeah, this is too long, isn't it? There's 5 overs. I think Bumrah is going to go. I think Siraj is going to come into the attack in the next over after like the 11th or 12th over. Soral says live win probability shows England 31%, India 21%. Interesting. Mohammed Stan says, isn't Numan Ali like a really? I think they'll play Yasir Shah. I would like Numan Ali to be a regular in the Pakistan side, but Pakistan will favor Yasir Shah. Just how they are. But Numan Ali, yeah, definitely. If they go with Numan Ali, I would be happier, because Yasir Shah does not do great outside the UAE. Boomer says, yeah, and just 48% on draw. That's way too low. Harry says, what's your favorite Pakistani breakfast? Nihari and naan. Nihari and rogni naan is my favorite Pakistani breakfast. That's an interesting question, because we've got Nihari at home and we've got guests coming over later today, and I think there's some Nihari, so I'm gonna have that. Boomer says, I don't know about the controversy, but he genuinely was a chucker. Yeah, he was. Yeah, I agree. I don't know how on earth he managed to get away for so long. I think the reason he got away for it, because of the way they were checking. They were probably, the examining techniques changed. That's how I see it. Rather than just having that cast that Muralidharan showed in a video, they had a bit more electronics or medical technology being used. And at the end of the day, the right result was reached. Bad for Pakistan, but at the end, it was the right result. Mohammad Khan says, finally get to see Babar versus Rakeem, the dream Cornwall. What a face-off. He's playing in the American minor leagues at the moment, isn't he? Mohammad Khan says, well, with Numan Niaz, it is double standards. He doesn't like Imam ul-Haq because of nepotism, but he loves Azam Khan. Loves Azam Khan because he thinks Pakistan needs him, because Pakistan needs a big hitter. That's his reasoning. And I can stand by that reasoning. I don't think it's the right reasoning. I think Azam Khan needs to take a lot more time in domestic cricket before being thrusted into international cricket. But I can respect his opinion, because I understand where he's coming from. As long as he can justify it or give me some sort of reasoning that I'm okay with, I'm like, fine, do whatever you want. So Rahul says, even after all these years, I still don't see how Lasith Malinga's action was legal. Okay, because he's not bending his arm. The only issue in cricket is the fact that your arm bends when you're throwing the ball. Everything else is fine. You can bowl underarm. It's frowned upon, but you can bowl underarm. So I think that's fine. If Saeed Ajmal is a chucker, Murli wasn't a chucker, and I'll explain why. Because that's the way his wrist and his elbow is. Saeed Ajmal's elbow is not like that. Okay, Muralidharan's elbow was examined. He was tested so many times, but the time he was bowling, that's when he'd when he'd come out to bowl. And even if he's wearing a cast, even if he's checked medically with all the technology, at the end of the day, he wasn't a chucker at the end of it, right? He had not a deformity, but basically he had something in his actual arm that made him look like he was chucking. Similar to how Shoaib Akhtar, people thought he was chucking when he just had he had a hyperextension, you know? Nihari Nali Pai. Oi, hoi, hoi. Halwa Puri. Now, maybe Chane Pature, maybe as another option, but yeah, Halwa Puri not for me. Hard to compare Ajmal to Murli. Yeah, I agree. I know, man. What is Nihari? Nihari is Nihari is love that. I love that. let me give you a better description to what Nihari is. Nihari is a stew from the Indian subcontinent consistent of slow-cooked meat, mainly shank meat of beef or lamb or mutton, goat meat or chicken, usually not chicken, along with bone marrow. So that's what it is. That's a great explanation. That's what I'm using moving forward. 23 for 1 in the 11th over, by the way. Thank you, everyone who has joined us. It is really cool. Really appreciate it, honestly. Where are we? Where are we? Royal Dong says, hello, sir. Hello, sir. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Last Malinga's action was as clean as you can get, as you will get. Khan says, I feel sorry for our neighbors across the border who haven't heard of our toasted Nihari. I think Nihari is a thing in India. I'm sure that it is, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Boomer says, I don't follow Pakistani cricket, but what they need is some sort of a consistent tank like Dravid or Pujara who can soak up pressure and make sure that a collapse doesn't happen. The funny thing is, that's exactly what Pakistan tries to do, but they can't do it because the skill level of that specific batsman isn't good enough. Azhar Ali tries to do that sometimes. He can't do it. Fawad Alam at number 5 has tried to do it. He succeeds here and there. Babar Azam is not a defender, right? He can defend. He's not a defender. He likes to get his strokes. He's a stroke maker in Test cricket as well, right? Asad Shafiq was an option back in the day, but even he was a bit more. He did try to be aggressive. Since Misbah and Yunus, Pakistan haven't found a proper. Oh, that's going down leg. That's going down leg. But I don't think Pakistan have found anyone who could defend as well as what's his name, man? I forgot his name. Defend as well and consistently since Yunus Khan in certain difficult situations. Okay, Pakistan haven't found anyone. Misbah just decides to I'm not gonna score any runs. Not that type of defense because Pujara does score runs. Dravid did score runs as well. So yeah, I agree. That's exactly what Pakistan needs. Silver Owl says, I would love it if a player fooled everyone into thinking that the elbow was like that naturally and went throughout his career fooling everyone. That would be brilliance. That would be so good. Mohammed Stan says there is a bowler called Zahid Mahmood. Yes, there is, who went about 4 runs and over. Kazim Trophy. I know he got many wickets, but 4 runs and over in the longer format is just too expensive. I agree. And with a Kookaburra ball and in Pakistan where you have spinning conditions, right? So yeah, pretty much. Zahid Mahmood went for a plenty in the PSL too, and yet he wants Shadab to be left out so that Zahid Mahmood can play. All right, fair enough. Royal Dong says India is very diverse. Some parts of India have Nihari, others have never heard of it. Oh, okay, it's same for all foods. Okay, fair enough. Thanks for that. I just didn't know, but appreciate it. Thank you everyone for joining. Much appreciated. Bumrah with an absolute peach. Okay, so what goes out just jumps out a little in his run up. All right, bowls one just outside off stump and just moves a smidge away. Otherwise, that would have taken the outside edge. Oh my goodness, that was an absolute beauty from Bumrah. Moves just a smidge away. Crawley trying to play it down through mid-wicket. Exactly the mistake I expected him to make. And he does exactly the same thing again. Oh, that was so close. That was so close. Mohammed Stan says, yes. I got that. I kind of got that. I think he wants Zahid Mahmood because Zahid Mahmood, he's more of a wicket taker. Yes, he goes for runs, but he's more of a wicket taker. And Shadab Khan right now is not a wicket taker as much. He's a good, solid bowler. And that's his reasoning behind it. Now, I don't completely agree with it. I did want Zahid Mahmood to play personally, but the more I've seen of him, I realized that I don't want him to play for Pakistan. Mohammad Khan says, a lot of talent players in Pakistan lacking certain techniques from their game because of poor coaching. Also, the fact there's clear nepotism and favoritism in the system. Yeah, Rahul Dravid once went 40 dot balls before scoring a single. The crowd cheered like it was a century. Even Dravid played along and raised his bat. It was funny. It is on YouTube of Australian board. Thank you. I will check it out. It's hilarious. The doctor says, "Hi Asjad, how's the series gonna end?" The series is gonna end with India winning. I don't know how, but India's gonna win the series. I keep thinking England is going to try and make a comeback, but it seems highly unlikely. Well defended. And I was wrong. They're actually continuing on with these two. Maybe at drinks, they'll try and make a change of guard. But yeah, right now, Shami bowling his 6th over, 24 for 1, England. Boomer says, I heard somewhere that Pakistan picks their test players from PSL. Wrong talent pool to pick from if that is what they're doing. That's not exactly true, but as of late, that has been a big reason why certain players have been picked into the side. It is not the right talent pool, and I completely agree with you. Oh, a bouncer by Shami, and well ducked by Sibley there. It's just the fact that selection is done on certain bases. They can bring out reasoning, they can bring out logic for most of them, but at the end of the day, they have to perform regularly and consistently and in different conditions. So A tours are a necessity for Pakistan. And if they're not happening, these players will keep playing in Pakistan over and over again. Might get a chance in Australia or England because they go and play county cricket or whatnot. But otherwise, yeah, the talent pool of the PSL is not the right place. And I completely agree with you there. They have done that quite often, even though it's not on purpose, but it might actually be. But yeah, it's crazy. Quality shows it. Did Dinesh Karthik really just say that Shallow Thakur is a very good fielder? He was dreadful, but did you see him today? Did you see him today, Fazan? He's done 3 good things. He saved a 4 and he saved 2. Well, he saved 3 4s technically by diving. And I wouldn't say he's the best fielder in the world, but he's definitely improved, definitely from what I can see. He's done well today. I think that's what Karthik was trying to get at, that he's a decent fielder and he's doing really well today, but that's not what he said. But thanks for letting me know what he said. Oh, a beauty pitching, seaming in, and misses the stumps by this much. And well left by Dom Sibley. Where was it? Mohammed Khan says they picked Dahani for tests. Exactly. Yes, he is great. He was great in the Qaid-e-Azam Trophy, but his best performance was the PSL. If you're going to try him in the T20 side first. Naseem Shah, they did the same thing. Naseem Shah, I think he's played like 5, not even 5 first-class games. He's played more test matches than he's played first-class games. Mohammad Stan says, by the way, what do you think of Fahim Ashraf? He can bat, but his bowling seems rather ineffective in the longer format. Do you think playing South Shakil is a better bat? South Shakil is a better bat, but they're going to stick with Fahim Ashraf because he did well in New Zealand and he did okay in Pakistan. That's the reason why they're going to stick with Fahim Ashraf. Because South Shakil trying to make his place is difficult because Azhar Ali, Babar Azam, Fawad Alam, Rizwan. That's 3 to 6. South Shakil coming in, like I think Rizwan is going to stick at 6. That's why I'm largely unlikely, but it might be the case that Fahim Ashraf, if he's dropped, they're going to bring in a bowler rather than bring in a batter. Civil Rahul says, strong system always trumps individual players. Sachin Dravid were the best batsmen ever, but India were never as strong as they are now. That's down to the well-developed cricket system. I think since 2005, 2006, India has been developing the system. Similar to Great Britain or England with the Olympics. They started working on it in 2009, 2010, and now they're reaping the rewards. Yes, they're not in the top 3 medals, but they're doing really well, which is a shock to me. Also, Mohammad Siraj into the attack. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Mohammad Siraj is really good. I really like the way he bowls. And he's coming in 13th over. And let me update the score. It's 24 for 1. The 13th over is just about to begin. This might be the first sight England get of Mohammad Siraj actually playing against him. I like South Shakil. I think he will fit in well in the long format of the game. Yeah, definitely. By the way, Sindh had really poor slip fielders, so Dahani could have gotten more wickets. That's true. Who's winning this match? India. Or it's a draw. It's India or it's a draw. Or rain, I mean, basically, England winning is highly unlikely. Mohammad Khan says if the World Cup T20 is in UAE, Dahani should be selected in the World Cup squad. He was brilliant in the PSL. The later end, specifically in those conditions, a fast bowling trio of Shaheen, Hassan Ali, and Dahani would be ideal. Yeah, I really like Hasnan, but Hasnan just gets overlooked a lot. So yeah, definitely those 3. And then Shadab Imad and maybe someone else. I don't know who that someone else is. Yeah, we'll see. Siraj full swinging in and played straight to cover right there. Jadeja stops it. But yeah, Fahim Ashraf might get a chance for Pakistan. I don't want him to in the T20 World Cup. I think those 3 pace bowlers, and then in the spin, they go with Shadab, they go with Imad Wasim, and they go with one more person or a batsman who can bowl a bit. That's the guy they probably pick. I just genuinely can't think of Pakistan. Mohammad Hafiz. Why can't? How did I forget Hafiz? Yeah. So you have Hafiz. Oh, a beautiful cover drive by Crawley. Oh, that was full. That was swinging into his bat, and he just dispatches it for 4. What a shot! Zach Crawley, beautifully hit to the cover boundary. So yeah, Hafiz and Malik is who I also want in the side. So yeah, Pakistan go with those 5 mains, and then Malik and Hafiz as the other part-timers. But Fahim Ashraf doesn't get wickets at all, so why not play a better batter? You got I completely understand where you're coming from. Pakistan isn't doing it. Pakistan isn't doing it. Pre-match odds said England. Of course they did. Of course they did. Always say that, Dr. Shrey. It's in England, that's why. Hafiz, yeah, thanks for that. I forgot about Hafiz. Thank you for joining. Please like, share, subscribe, type in the chat, have a conversation with myself and everyone who's in the chat. It's always a pleasure. It's always so much fun. So yeah, thank you everyone for joining. Boomer says, well, the difference between the Sachin Dravid era and now is the bowling. No doubt that the system is a part of why that has happened, but I think overlooking talent is not right. I agree. Didn't bowl to England during their India tour. Silva Rahul, you have just proven me wrong. He did. He clearly did. What I meant to say was bowl to England in English conditions, with conditions that are more favorable to fast bowlers. That's what I meant to say. But thank you for correcting me that. Thank you very much. Mohammed Khan says, even though Hafiz has been in terrible form with the bat, in England face, yeah, they did. 28 for 1 from 12 overs seems very good score in such conditions. Yeah, I agree. The doctor says, I'm amazed at England fans, rowdy football fans, but Dumbledore clapping cricket fans. You know what? If you go to 100 game, if you watch England fans like in cricket matches, normally they're wild, man. They're absolutely wild. It's too much entertainment. And people don't watch the game, they watch them. I don't like that. I'm like, I want to watch the match. I want to concentrate on the match. So yeah, definitely. Do you bet? No, I don't. Shrey, I don't. I have never betted in my life. 13 overs gone, by the way. Drinks are upon us. 28 for 1, England. Mohammed Hassan says, we keep on saying Pakistan had a fantastic bowling in the past, and sure, there are great names too, but they never did well in Australia. Pakistan has never done very well in Australia. They do better in England, and India usually vice versa. Mohammed Hassan says, when will Pakistan win a test series in South Africa, Australia? That's a dream. That's a dream that is not coming true until Pakistan's system gets fixed. That's not coming true unless Pakistan learns to utilize their best players at the right time. Okay, choosing the best 11 for the conditions, as well as the fact that they're the best 11 you can probably produce. I think Pakistan definitely needs, like I've said, more domestic cricket, more A tours, touring places like South Africa and Australia, so that younger players or players who are not in the main side get exposure. So moving forward in the future, they know exactly how to improve. Maybe know exactly how to play in those conditions. You can tell someone what to do, but they need to actually go and action it if they want any result out of it. You know what I mean? Drinks, where? Is it free? Yes, it is. It is called water. You can have free water. I don't know if they do have free water in Kuwait, though. Do they, Abdullah? Do they? October 24th. Yeah, someone said it was Pakistan, India in the World Cup, isn't it? Possible in South Africa, but Australia, not right now. I agree. Somewhere else, the doctor, football has traditionally been a sport of working class. Cricket was a sport of aristocrats. That is why Test match audience is generally more well behaved. Well behaved, but I've been to a test match, 2006, Headingley, Pakistan, England, and the crowd was mad. No one cared about the game. I think Pakistan lost and got hammered. No one cared. I fully know that it's a bit hypocritical coming from an Indian cricket fan, but what the hell is wrong with English sports fans? They're taking it way too seriously. Oh, man. Love it. Sorrel says Pakistan didn't do well in Australia because no one did well in Australia. Australia were completely invincible in that era. Even before that, Pakistan have not had the best record in Australia. They've been good in New Zealand. They've been okay in New Zealand. They've been a lot better in New Zealand than they have been in Australia. They've been okay in South Africa. They've been good sometimes in England, but they've never been good or even okay in Australia. That's my take on it from the cricket I've seen over the past, damn, I'm old, 25 years. 29 for one. Who do we have, sir? Is it going to be Shardul Thakur? Is Thakur going to be introduced? Is Jadeja going to be introduced? Nope, they're continuing with Shami. Fair point, fair enough. Roldong says, is the Pakistan system even able to scout the best young talents of the country? They're able to scout the best young talents and then destroy them. If you look at Pakistani players at the age of 15 to 20, they're usually very good, right? And then they come into the system and then they lose most of what makes them good, if you know what I mean, right? I just want to go back to the 2004, 2006 Pakistan under-19 World Cup side, right? They were great. Bowlers specifically, right? They were great. But even then, they came into the system and then they just dissipated. One player I always talk about is Anwar Ali. He got injured and then he wasn't. Oh, that is the best ball of the match. Pitched just outside off stump. All right. And then just moved away just a smidge to just go past the bat of Crawley and the stumps. Oh, what a ball. I wish I could show you the game. I know you're watching the game, but still, it would have been so much fun if I could actually stream the game on here as well. Oh, that is beautiful. Doctor says, why is that man red? I don't know. I don't know which man you're talking about. Someone else said, I can see red. Oh, you're talking about the ginger man. Muhammad Hassan says, by the way, I heard PFF is also starting a franchise football league. Good times ahead. Pakistan Football Federation, the one that was kicked out of the FIFA stuff, right? Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I needed that. Thank you. Andrew King says, test match crowds at test matches well behaved. In my hometown, we had uni students bring couches to the old ground we had and burn them if New Zealand didn't do well. Crazy, man. That's crazy. Awesome. Thank you, Andrew Cook. Boomer says, well, if you can't make them, then break them. Mohammed Khan says, Haris Sahel, another class player destroyed because of incompetent doctors employed by the PCB, bashed his knee surgery initially and still hasn't properly recovered. Yeah, it's been quite some time. Roldong says, in India, the likes of Gill, Punch, Shaw, and Kishan were all scouted by their state associations when they were kids, and NCA coaches have monitored everything about them ever since. Which is why I've said this a few times, and this is where my exposure to Indian cricket and Pakistan cricket can be a detriment to Pakistan cricket, because I'm like, why don't you do what India does? But the thing is, the money Pakistan churns into cricket is not as much as India, okay? And they could easily do what you're saying, and they probably do. It's just somewhere in that entire process, things, what? Bowled a bouncer that just like going at, I don't know what happened. I can't even explain. I can't even describe what just happened. Right. I'm going to try and do it in slow motion. Shami bowls a bouncer that literally goes past the outside edge of Crawley and then swings away, and Rishabh Pant takes it like this wide. What a ball. What a ball. That's the process that Pakistan genuinely goes through, but they just don't take care of that talent as well as India, England, Australia, New Zealand, maybe even South Africa to an extent do. Oh, another beauty. Crawley being drawn into defensive strokes and the ball just leaving his bat. Silver Rahul says, if India did the England tour and then played the WC final, then I think they would have beaten New Zealand. Getting used to English conditions by getting a few matches practice is a huge help. Yep. Mohammed Stan says, this is the first time City Cricket Association has started in Pakistan. Finally. Yeah, they've been saying that since 2000 or 2002 that they were going to start. So this is a step in the right direction. So 10 years from now is when you'll see the rewards of this. In Pakistan, after the introduction of the new system, hold on. Yes, after the new system, but even before then, when the City Cricket Association didn't really have proper games, they weren't high-level cricket. It was like, oh, yahan se utha le, let's just go and play. It wasn't like proper matches, which is really unfortunate. So yes, in this system, after 2019, this is the first time, you're right, that they've started City Cricket. And hopefully this, if the system remains and Imran Khan stays in power, if the system remains, then at the end of it, in 10 years, 2030, is when Pakistan will reap the rewards of what's happening or what's started to happen now. Royal Dong says, yeah, they are banned by FIFA, but still they're building their own franchise league. That's good. That's good. Get some talent in the football scene, right? I think he means the telecast quality. The video on Sony Live is very reddish. Okay. Something wrong with video telecast. Everything looks reddish tint. Okay. Thank you for that. Royal Dong says, Azjad, India has to scout 38 states. Pakistan only has 4 states. Pakistan has enough money to do that. They don't have systems in place. Funny thing is the other way around. Not in terms of the number of states. Pakistan has to, yes, they have to look at 4, 5, 6 provinces or whatever it is, right? But even in that, they don't fund enough. They don't have enough genuine scouts. They don't have people who have the ability and skills to be able to scout the specific people, right? The system is in place. The people are the problem. That's the big thing. But I understand exactly what you're talking about there. Completely get where you're coming from. Boomer says, I think the money helps, but I don't think it's all about money. Dhoni was picked up in a similar faction back when India did not have that much money. System matters. Yep, fair enough. You need people in the system too, to be honest. But yes, I can't argue with any of your points there. I actually, and this is going to sound really weird because usually I don't really support England much, but if I were to take one thing from the way England handles their systems, it's so easy. I go play for my club. I'm good enough. I play for my county under 19s or under 17, 15, 16, 14, whatever it is, right? I'm good enough. I go to county cricket. I'm good enough. I get to the international side, right? That's the method. And I think India's probably similar. Scouting wise, I don't think England, they scout as much, but I think this method is a lot easier. And I thought Pakistan should have adopted this. So you have city appropriate scouts rather than what they have with provinces and states and stuff. Okay, and it just doesn't work for Pakistan. It just doesn't work. Where are we? Mohammed Khan says, was wondering why Broad isn't commentating. He's playing. Yeah, he's playing. Why were the banned? There was some corruption, man. Some corruption of some sort. Yeah, there we go. Corruption. There we go. Abdullah says, as if FIFA isn't corrupted. It is, but maybe the Pakistani association was more corrupted. So Raul said, Roldong, having only 4 teams is a hindrance, not a benefit. The more teams a domestic structure has, the more players you get to pick from. That's actually very true as well. And now they've got 12 teams basically. They've got first 11, second 11. Now the City Cricket Association is going to help with that because every city will have at least one side. And even if you take 6 to 12 cities in a province, right? 6 to 10 cities in a province, you have a team for them, and then let's see how those players go, and then push them into the regional sides, and then you go into international cricket. So yeah, that's a very valid point there. I've already read that one. Yeah, the more teams, the more chances given to up and coming chances. When did India have 38 states before partition? The doctor said. Still, it has to be some next level corruption of FIFA. Yeah. Only Stan says, with only 6 top domestic team level, top domestic level teams like Australia, I believe will improve Pakistan cricket too. With too many teams, I think the quality is compromised. Quality is compromised for Pakistan, but you need many teams as well to be able to push into. It's like you need a bottleneck to be able to produce great players at the top of the food chain, right? Right now, though, they don't have that. Hey, Shadul Tucker is into the attack. It's 33 for 1. The 15th over. The 15 over is gone. Let me update the score right there. Yeah. Mohammed Khan said they were warned numerous times, and rather than listening to them, The PFF president was illegally removed and someone just placed themselves. Oh, fair enough. Silver Rahul says Dhoni was picked through the TRDW. It was the best system put in place to bypass the corrupt state associations. But now they killed the TRDW because it reduced their power. So much politics. Yeah. Beautiful politics all the time. And Shardul Thakur's first delivery is an absolute peach. Exactly what Keshav said. So if you go check out Keshav Huri's channel, he actually talked about this, that Shardul Thakur will get a lot of swing. And maybe that's why they've chosen him. Look at the ball. Look at his first delivery. It pitched and just swung and seemed like crazy. Whew. Mohammad Stan says we have a 2 seasons too far, but COVID really didn't help. Yeah, it didn't. I think same thing is the problem for Sri Lankan team, definitely as well. They need a better scouts for local areas. Boomer says that's one of the advantages that India has right now. Granted, it took a Supreme Court order to happen, but every state in India has to have a Ranji Trophy team. That's great. PFF building has been occupied by a group who won PFF elections with local court mandate that the FIFA appointed PFF have been kicked out of the building. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Crazy. It is the 16th over. I don't know why I still say 15th over. That does not make sense. Right, guys. So I'm going to probably stay till the end of the session. I think I'm going to do until the end of the session today. I'll see if I have time on the weekend, then do an entirely full day stream. Unlikely, but I'll try one. In one of these games, I want to try a full day one and see if I can get some guests on. And no, that is not me copying Akash Chopra whatsoever to try and get more people on my channel. The doctor says all are swinging. They are. That one, he's swinging a bit more though. That's the thing. That first delivery just proved it to me. But let's see if he keeps doing it on a consistent basis. Oh, that was a bit too wide. Wow. Mohammed Khan says, any idea if Gabe and Nick will be streaming later today? I genuinely have no clue, but I would expect them to be streaming because it's India and it's England and it's the first day, right? And they've got holidays, if I'm not wrong. Their holidays end soon. So yeah, I think they'll definitely consider it. I don't know if they will though. We'll have to see. Do let me know. Mohammed Khan says, still waiting for the Bazid Khan guest appearance. I've been waiting. Dude, don't reply to me. People who got me connected to Bazid Khan don't even reply to me anymore. It is what it is. And I'm happy. Like some people show up on my channel, people like yourselves as well. Like the chat is what makes it more interesting. The guests are great. The guests are fantastic as well. But the chat makes it more entertaining for me and for yourselves. So yeah, I'm waiting for that. Don't worry. So on your point there, the doctor, you're right. The balls, the first one swung like crazy. The others just swung normal as everyone else. So yeah, maybe not. Maybe the only reason Shardul Thakur is playing is the fact that Ishant Sharma is probably not fit and they didn't want to play 2 spinners, you know. Thoral says, having corrupt cricketing board is not a problem. BCCI is full of politicians, but they know that having strong cricket team is essential to ensure they keep getting money. Please, can someone post this? Can someone tweet this and put at PCB, at the real PCB? I can't copy and paste your message for some reason. I'm just going to screenshot it. But if I could, that's what I want to send to the PCB. They're going to ban me from somewhere, but that's what they need to do. Thakur makes me happy that at least the newer players know how to swing the ball. It's an almost extinct art among the Indian senior bowlers. Oh, interesting. Do you mean apart from, right? Apart from the Indian senior bowlers, because everyone else doesn't swing the ball that much. Deepak Chahar swings it quite a bit as well, to be honest. But Chahar doesn't play test, does he? 17th over. Siraj has looked okay. Siraj has looked okay, but Dom Sibley in general has just been a little bit He's looked like himself. He's 8 of 40. So that's exactly what you expect from Sibley. But you expect him to look a lot more confident. Look at Zach Crawley. He's on 23 of 51 and Sibley's 8 of 42. but simply doesn't need to score runs right now. If Crawley keeps taking the runs like 1-2 runs every over, then it doesn't really matter. Getting a boundary here and there, Sibley can take his time right now. Definitely. Mohammed Stan says, by the way, when will the next Qaeda Azam Trophy season start? Really excited for this season, to be honest. Hopefully, guys like Kamran Ghulam, Haider Ali, Samin Gul can perform. No clue. I think it's November. Late November is when it's supposed to start. I just want the Pakistan, like the genuine international players, to be able to play in the Qaeda Azam Trophy consistently, because that's how the teams will develop and become better. Yeah. So yeah, I think it's November at the earliest. But I could be wrong. That November is what I heard last, which was about 3 weeks ago. Dhruv says, where is CFA? CFA is not doing a stream right now, but I am. So thank you so much for joining. Please like, share, and subscribe if you want. It really helps. And I know you're from the channel anyway, but just like the stream. It sends it to more people. It really helps. Dhruv says, do you think India versus Pakistan will happen in the World Cup? If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't happen, then I think Pakistan will get the 2 points or however many points it is. So either way, I want it to happen as a cricket fan. As a Pakistan fan, I don't want it to happen because then Pakistan wins or India forfeits the points. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. I don't know if it'll happen or not though. Subbed also. Thank you very much. Much appreciated though. Roldong says Shadul was swinging a 60-over cooker ball at Gaba. Surely make the ball move, but he doesn't control the movement like Bhuvi or Ishant. Also, he doesn't put every ball on a coin. Yeah, he's very wavered in that sense. Nah, I meant the Indian senior bowlers. India, for some reason, has performed pace and seam over preferred, in the last few years, in my opinion. Okay, yeah, I get your point. I think they do swing it. They just don't swing it like crazy. They don't swing it around corners or anything like that. That's the big difference. But yeah, they do seam the ball. They are faster than they used to be, or consistently faster. So yeah. Thanks, man. That's really kind of you. Thank you very much. Yeah, that is something missing. Just imagine Shaheen Afridi bowling to Babar Azam in the Qaeda Azam Trophy. Exactly my point. That's what Pakistan needs. I don't know if all the Indian players play Ranji, but players like Prithvi Shaw plays Ranji, Ishan Kishan. So players we've seen the PSL performing consistently, IPL, performing consistently, play in the Ranji. So Pakistan needs something similar and needs those players to keep performing. Mohammed Khan said, I like Ramiz Raja's suggestion of having drop-in pitches of various international nations will really help. That's what he said to me when I spoke to Ramiz Raja. That's me plugging myself. If you do want to check that out, I'll, after the fact or in the description or something, I'll leave the link, or you can just type Ramiz Raja cricket for us and it'll get to the video. But that's exactly what I asked him. And he's like, yeah, Pakistan needs drop-in pitches. Teams like New Zealand, teams like South Africa, teams like Australia, they dropped in pitches from the subcontinent. And that's why they became a lot more dangerous here, right? New Zealand, I think he said, not Australia. He said New Zealand. New Zealand are now so much better than they were. So yeah, definitely something I think Pakistan needs to look at. So else India versus Pakistan will happen when some politician in power feels he can get good mileage from having it. It will be used as a political messaging tool. Yeah, it always is. Abdullah says, Azjad, favorite ice cream? For me, Ben & Jerry's chocolate fudge brownie, or Haagen-Dazs cookies and cream, or chocolate chip Walls ice cream. What about yourself? What's your favorite ice cream? The doctor says Siraj is bowling cross seam. I guess it's instructions from the dugout as all are swinging. Let Siraj be Siraj. So much experimentation on him always. Maybe it's his tactic, don't you think? Or do you think it's genuinely a tactic from inside the dugout? Can't swing and seam the ball though. Beautiful cover drive straight to the fielder though. Why would it not happen? Because India has an issue with the KPL. Actually, no, let me rephrase that. India has an issue with certain people going to the KPL, and Pakistan has an issue with why are you not letting these players come to the KPL? And I don't know why it can't be just solved with the fact that those players, like whoever it is, I can't remember, Gibbs and Dilshan, etc., right? If they want to go KPL, they go KPL, and it's India's choice to not include them in the IPL or whatever. They don't need to go, right? So it's on their basis, right? Why does Pakistan need to step in like crazy? and say, no, you need, like, these players need to come in. I know it's unfair. Yes, I understand. You're standing up for them. But that league is not benefiting you whatsoever. Well, it might be. It might be benefiting Pakistan because a lot of Pakistani players are playing in them. But yeah, that's the reason why, WatchAlong, that there have been statements that India might not play Pakistan in the T20 World Cup if this issue isn't resolved. But I think let India do what they want, let Pakistan do what they want, let KPL do what they want, and it's just so much easier. If the players, it's on that individual players thing, right? If KPL needs to stand up, if they want to, and want that player, then you have to strike a deal, right? You have to strike a deal. You leave Indian cricket, or you come to, or you leave us. Pick one, and then you stick with it. Yes, it's unfair, but it's India's whole right to, or BCCI's right to say, don't go there. It's the Indian cricket, right? They are the heads of the Indian cricket. Let them do what they want. Same thing with Pakistan. Same thing stands there. Dot ball once again in the World Cup. It will happen. I thought they announced it would happen. Okay, if they did, then I'm behind. But last I had checked, which was yesterday, then do give me a link or something because I will check it out. Dhruv says, are you interested in Olympics? Here people were furious because they stopped broadcasting Olympics. Because yeah, I watch Olympics when I can. I've been following it quite a bit. Unfortunately, the Pakistan-India stuff doesn't show up on standard English television. You have to find it in some sort of way. But yeah, beauty once again by Shardul Thakur. Crawley trying to defend that one, and that's gone past his outside edge. A dot ball to end things off. Zifo said, Dhruv says, why would you even play in a third-class league? Pay will be very low. Yeah, if you don't want to, you don't want to, right? What does the ball do? So many comments. Thank you, everyone, for joining, by the way. So many comments when it is bowled cross. So cross seam does two things. One is when the ball hits the seam, it quickens up or it slows down depending on where it hits on the seam. And two, it provides a bit more bounce. And when it's a bit more bounce, it gives you that variable bounce functionality. And that's what maybe they're trying to do with this ball right now. Zepho says Pakistan will play their first T20 World Cup match against India on October 24th in Dubai. Awesome. Dhruv says, do you have Instagram? Yes, it's all cricket for us. Or just check it out, or just write cricket for us, and then it'll come up. Silver House, exactly why would it not happen? Only bilateral series are discontinued. They face each other in ICC tournaments. Agreed. Corneto is best. Hate when sport is held captive by politics. I agree. Wow. You had Ramiz Raja in a video. I had no idea. Yeah, it was really cool. Thanks for that. Do check it out if you want. It's 3 minutes on Pakistan cricket, I think. And it was good of him to open up the forum and like give me a chance to ask him a couple of questions. So yeah, do check it out if you're interested. Thank you for that. Much appreciated. Boomer says, can we all agree that Kohli's MRF ZLX ad is the most generic and boring ad of all time? They play it all the time as if people will buy them. It's very triggering. I've never seen it. I will check it out on YouTube though. And Mohammed Isnan says there is a new stadium built in Bahia Town, Karachi. I also heard about a new stadium built in Islamabad so they can have drop-in pitches there. Definitely. I agree with you. Already took that one. Dhruv says, why would you even play in it? Yeah, agreed. The doctor says, can't they just name Baltistan or Gilgit League? Makes sense because that's the region's POK. Pakistan covers. Well, yeah, I think they called it Kashmir because that's the region. That's what it's usually called in Pakistan. Like, not officially, but well, even officially sometimes. But yeah, that's what they call it. And I think if it's the name, if the issue is don't call it Kashmir Premier League, that's just shocking to me. Call it whatever you want. But fair enough. Like, I wouldn't care personally if any team made a Lahore Cricket League, or if they made Israel Cricket League or Palestine Cricket League. Call it whatever you want. But if that's the issue, then again, I'm no one I'm no one to kind of give judgment on this because it's the boards that will decide. And if they want to call it Kashmir, they don't want to call it Kashmir, they'll have to fight it out. But if it's just that point, I'm absolutely shocked. If it's just that point, that's crazy. Royal Dong says, don't worry, India would not forfeit any points in any ICC event. Thank you. Even though I would really like them to. I wish BCCI stopped playing politics. They're cricketing board, so focus on cricket, not politics. Agreed with you right there, man. One stands is, why does India have a problem with our inner matches? Because this is gonna go political. I really don't want to talk about this. KPL will be a success. We'll see how it goes. Why not call it AKPL, right? If you want to call it Azad Kashmir Premier League or whatever, right? It's not going to be great cricket. It's going to be just a little better than minor league cricket in America. Okay, we have to take that into consideration. We have a lot of Pakistanis there, maybe some Sri Lankans and West Indians, but largely it's not going to be a league that I'm even going to follow. I'm not going to follow the KPL. I can't even watch it. It's not. I don't think it's even considered a league on Cricinfo. KPL is. Oh, whoa, dude, come on, that's harsh. Take that back, man. This is not the place to have this discussion about this, okay, Drew? Sorry, Mohammed Stan. Please refrain from comments like those. That's not good. Royal Dong says, well, we are opposed to the KPL and we have our reasons for that. Don't think here is the place. Yeah, exactly. Thank you for that. It's not a Pakistani league, though. It's considered not a Pakistani league, right? So Hassan, just let it go, man. It's all good. And Dhruv as well. Just leave it, man. This is definitely not the place to have this discussion. And I really don't like doing this. I did this like right at the beginning when I started doing live streams. I'll start blocking people. I don't block people because I don't think it's the right way to do things, unless it becomes rude and offensive and stuff. So either one, please don't do that. It's not in the right atmosphere that we're watching cricket. Okay, it's 37 for 1 in the 20th over. And a good drive. Again, Crawley's hit really good cover drives, but straight to fielders. It's mad. Name is the issue. Okay. All right. Fantastic. I'm going to skip past these. Right. Means, right. There we go. Azad, the name means something to us. Okay. Fair enough. Okay. All good. A good pull shot there. And that's gone to the mid-wicket boundary, and that's gone for 4. There we have it. 41 for 1. Where are we? Silverhouse says this happens regularly in China / Taiwan, etc. They don't like when a region that one party claims rights over is called something else by the other party. Yeah. I think it's again, this is probably my last statement, and then I'm just going to skip those comments. Or I'll take a couple more, and that's about it. But yeah, if they're going to call it KPL, and if India has a problem, just have a discussion rather than making it's becoming such a big deal. Honestly, my personal opinion is this league is not going to be a good league. It's going to be cannon fodder. It's not going to be something of note. And if we've got, and plus there's too many franchise leagues. That's another point. Like there's so many franchise leagues around the world right now. Why does there need to be another franchise league? I don't get it. But if it's supposed to be Kashmir on its own and all that good stuff, then sure. But it isn't. That doesn't seem to be the case. Abdullah says Wade won his second coin toss. Rolls his eyes over to Kohli. Oh man, that's great. I love it. A good delivery once again. So yeah, Shamul Thakur is getting a bit of swing still, but Crawley was on top of that pull shot for sure. Yeah, shake hands and move on, lads. Yeah, let's do that. Sounds good. At the end of the day, yeah, exactly. Thanks, man. Much appreciated, Boomer. There already is a... All right, whatever it is, man. Call it what it is. And if it's important to people, it's easier to have a discussion rather than becoming a huge thing. But I personally think, like I said before, like I said at the start, like a caveat, if India wants to ban players, it's their full right. Even though it's unfair, it's their full right. If BCCI don't want certain players to be associated to certain places, then that's their right to not allow them to play. I think it's unfair, but it's their right. So there's nothing wrong with it. It's like bowling underarm in cricket. It's like the Mankad. You can do it, but people don't like it. That's the thing. Dhruv says there will be a new stadium in Jaipur. Will be the world's second. Oh, really? Second or third largest cricket stadium will have world facilities. That'll be cool. That'll be nice to see. Hello, Smayan. Thank you very much for joining. Thank you. Much appreciated. Shikhar says India can start. Yeah, of course they can. They can do whatever they want. Don't care about it. again, that's my take on it. I'm a guy on YouTube. I have no rights over what other people are doing. But thank you everyone for joining. There's 30 people in the chat. Much appreciated. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like the content. If you don't, if you just want to chat, if you want to like the video, if you want to just go out and relax and just hear me talk about the match and talk with everyone in the chat, it's always fun. So thank you everyone for joining. Jasprit Bumrah took that first wicket. 20 overs done. 41 for 1. England. It's looking very, very good from an Indian standpoint. But at the same time, someone mentioned earlier, India did let off England just a wee bit because Crawley is now set. Crawley is set in place. It's going to be a tough chance to get him out. And Sibley has decided, I'm just going to stick around. I'm going to stay here. 11 off 52 and just keeps playing and playing. It's 41 for 1 in the 21st over. Time has flown by, honestly. Can't believe this. And yeah, 41 for 1 in the 21st over. Siraj continuing. And India had the wood over England. Now England have kind of gotten stable. They're stabilized in their position. The next 10 overs will be crucial. If England do not lose any wickets, I think England go in as favorites at the end of the first session. Otherwise, as soon as India picks up 1 wicket, England would look a little more weak than they are at the moment. But Sibley has decided he's going to do a Pujara, or he's going to do a Sibley as he does usually. And Crawley's going to be the attacker, make more runs. There's 100 people in the chat. Thank you, everyone, for joining. This is amazing. Thank you so much for joining. Much, much appreciated. Very kind of you. Please like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. It really, really does help. It sends it to more people. Harish Alshad gave me an amazing piece of advice to put live commentary. Thank you so much. It's really kind of everyone for joining. Much, much appreciated. Thank you very much. I'm going to go through the comments in... well, I'm going to go through the comments now. Dhruv says there is a channel on YouTube with funny interviews of cricketers. Your search on YouTube. Oh, what an absolute beauty. Is that an inside edge? Is that an inside edge? Oh, no, it isn't. Oh, are they reviewing it? I think they're reviewing it. Oh, they've gone up. It's 42 for 1. And it's an absolute beauty from Siraj, seaming in inside edge onto inside edge of Crawley going to the keeper. But the umpire said no. They've taken a review. Let me bring my review out. This is my review bracket that I use. DRS. Is that inside edge or it hit the pad? Oh, it's hit the pad. It's hit the thigh pad as well. That is not out. That is not out. They've gone up and they missed one. Oh, they missed an opportunity there. But yeah, no edges there. Good decision by the umpire. 170 in the chat. Thank you so much for joining. Please like, share, subscribe. It really, really does help. Boomer says, I feel like India is starting to have the American mentality. Bigger equals better. Not entirely a bad idea. But yeah, I agree. This should have been 2 wickets till now for the way India's bowling. Love you, bro. Thank you, Shanu. Much appreciated, man. So Rahul said, also, is this something new? I thought India-Pakistan cricket was banned since ages, wasn't it? Yeah, it has, but not in the World Cup, if I'm not wrong. Man says, Azad, do you think India made a mistake by not continuing with Boom Boom Bumrah for 1 over? No, I think they made the right decision. Sudeep Vitala says, hi, love your commentary. Thank you very much. It's really kind of you to say that. Thank you very much. Yes, Harris, your point really, really helped. Thank you very much. 41-run partnership so far. Abdullah says, India has the Irani Cup. That's a country, and it didn't complain. Where are the drinks? The drinks are gone. They're back at lunchtime, man. Come on. 155 in the chat now. Yes, thank you very much. 185. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining. Silveral says, I don't see how this looks good from Indian standpoint. It looks like England has had a very good start. Really? Would you say that? I think I'd only give it to England if they survive the entire session. As soon as India picks up a wicket, I give it India's session, because 50 runs in the first session would have been minimum, right? I said at the beginning, if England get to 50, that's great, right? But that would mean India still had the wood over him. But right now, Sibley is set, Crawley is set. And if none of them get out, then it's England's session for sure. Oh, wow. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Wow, this is crazy. Madness. Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Much, much appreciated. Why England are lacking in Test cricket. They're lacking in Test cricket because they concentrate on white ball cricket so much. They rotate, rest, all that good stuff. In Test cricket, not as much in their white ball format, because Owen Morgan says, I want this to happen. I want this to happen. I want a full team. Oh, an absolute beauty once again. But this time, it's very obvious that it only hit the thigh pad or pad. Don't review it. Kohli bhai, don't review it. 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 There's no inside edge. I don't think there's an inside edge there. Oh, they've gone for it again. It doesn't look like an inside edge. It just doesn't look like an inside edge. Did India lose the hockey game? The men's, I think they did. I don't know about the women's. Please do let me know. Hello, Asim Khan. There's 200 in the chat. Thank you, everyone, for joining. This is absolutely brilliant. Thank you very much. Siraj pitches, seams in, misses his bat. I'm fairly certain it missed his bat. Yeah, missed his bat, hit the thigh pad, and it's gone back and caught by Rishabh Pant. Yeah, it doesn't seem out to me. Virat Kohli scored 100. Well, I hope so, Abhishek. I really hope so. Though Irani is not a country, Irani is a surname of Parsi community of India who came to India as a refugee after being persecuted in Iran during it's political again. I really don't want to talk about politics, guys. India hasn't picked another wicket, but England hasn't punished India either. That's very true. That's very true. I might have missed some comments, so apologies, everyone. But yeah, it's something to do with what I did. It's probably the live commentary bit. It's probably the live commentary, guys. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Please like, share, and subscribe. It's an inside edge. It's an inside edge. I was so wrong. I was so wrong there. That's gone. Crawley goes. Crawley's gone. At the end of the 21st over, Siraj picks up his first wicket in England. Oh, that was an inside edge. I did not see that as an inside edge whatsoever. It just didn't look like it deviated until, oh my goodness, absolute beauty. Gets him. Edge gone. Thank you, Gregor. Thank you very much. He's gone. There's a spike. We got him, boys. Yes, we did. Goodness me, Boomer. Oh, I love it. I love it. Don't do live commentary. Read the chat. I'm doing both. Or trying to do both at the same time. India, yeah, beautiful wicket. Crucial wicket indeed. Because Crawley is the one who's scoring runs. Sibley was just like, I'm going to be Pujara-esque or Dravid-esque and just stick around. But yeah, definitely great wicket for England, for India. 300 in the chat. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Please like, share, subscribe. I'm going to keep saying it. I'm really sorry. I'm going to keep saying it because it really helps the channel and it pushes it across to so many more people. But it's amazing. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Thank you, Harris, for the suggestion. Soral says, so true. Kohli always caves in under bowler's pressure and takes DRS. But this time it was a good decision. It was a good decision at the end of it. Abhishek says, Siraj has looked good since the Australian tour. That is very, very true. Oops. Wait, 312. I don't know. I don't understand either. This is the most I've ever had on my channel. It's amazing. Thank you. Thank you so much. That was unintentional. Whoa. So Raul says, you're cheering the wicket. Oh, no. Oh, did I say I was cheering? No, I'm not cheering for England. I'm supporting India. I said India's going to win 3-2. I already said that. And I'm supporting India for the series. No. So Raul, I'm not supporting England. Don't worry. I'm the guy who sits in England and supports India being Pakistani. I'm that guy. I'm that one guy that you find. Haris Arshid says, welcome, everyone. Subscribe. Thank you, Haris. That's really kind of you. Thank you so much. What time's in India? India, it is 12. It is 5:14 or 5:15 in India, I think, right now. The time is. But people in the chat can probably tell me better. Yeah, I've missed a few chats, so apologies, guys. But a lot of people started typing in. I missed it. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you very much for joining. Oh, it's going to go back down to like 20 now, but I don't mind. This has been outstanding. Oh, crazy. Dom Sibley he's gone past 1,000 runs. That's great. Great achievement there. 46 for 2 England in the 22nd over. But yeah, I would give it, if things stand as they are right now, I would probably give this session to India, like I said, or maybe a tied session depending on what score they get. But right now, this has been absolutely amazing from Mohammad Siraj, and I got it wrong. I clearly got it wrong. I thought that was not out. Dhruv says 17-15. Yeah, exactly. Vaishnavi Desai says, hi Vaishnavi Desai. Thank you so much for joining. Andrew Cook says there must be some part of the world that is waking up to a love of cricket. Yes, it is amazing. I don't understand why, but I'm telling you, I'm keeping the format exactly what it is now. Live watch along, live commentary. It is amazing. Thank you, everyone who's joined. Andrew Cook, much appreciated. Harris, thank you very much. Maybe it's a good time for people in India and they're watching this session. Yep, could be, definitely. Boomer says, oops, you said the P word and you lost like 50 people. Yeah, I did. But it's all good. It's all good. I'm just really, really happy. I'm shocked beyond belief right now. So yeah, thanks everyone for joining. Yeah, India. Yeah, it's 17-15, as someone said before. Ajad is the umpire Gabe talks about. Yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you very much. So Rahul says, "Oh, that is great. I knew you predicted India win, but I thought you wanted." No, no, no. I'm supporting India in this series. I've said this multiple times, but my two favorite sides are Pakistan and then India. The only time I don't support India is against Pakistan, or if something is going to happen to Pakistan because of India winning. Like those are the only times I don't support India. Mohammed Shoaib says, "Hi, brother. Hi, hello. I'm assuming you're Muslim or Shojib. Sorry, not Shoaib. Assalamu alaikum. If you are, if you're not, then still, because it means peace to you. So peace upon to you as well. Thank you so much for joining." Abhishek says, "Now, where are you, sir?" I am in England. I'm in England. I'm in the northeast of England. I've been here for over 20 years. And yeah, it's great. Silver Owl says, "So does that mean in cricket you root for Pakistan, then India?" I root for Pakistan, then India, and then everyone else. If I had to, I think maybe Australia, maybe New Zealand. I haven't picked my third team. I have two teams: Pakistan, then India. Those are the two that I do. England. It's a very yeah. I think the P word is Pakistan. Suman says, "Wow, 219 watching. I'm here from when 3 to 4 people watching, and that probably included you too." Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Thank you, Suman. Much appreciated. It's really kind of you for joining. It's really cool for everyone joining and talking and having this chat. And 200 in the chat. Again, please like, share, subscribe if you haven't done so already. It really helps the channel. It pushes this video to even more people. And if you don't like the content, then please just like the video. Don't dislike it. Just like the video, because then it'll just still send it to people, but you just don't have to watch it. If you don't want to subscribe, you don't have to subscribe. But if you subscribe, it really does help. It would be amazing. Thank you very much, guys. Harris says, "I'm surprised England is not your second team. It's my second team as I was born here, but Pakistan because I grew up watching them with my dad, and it's more vibe support." Yeah, of course. I'm the only one in my family who supports India in like cricket. Yeah, my dad's usually Pakistan, and then he's like, "I don't care who wins. Like, I'm watching good cricket. That's what I want to watch. I'm not supporting anyone." He's usually just watching cricket for the sake of watching cricket. Usually, me and my dad don't watch Pakistan play cricket because we are terrified of Pakistan losing. And every time I watch Pakistan, I'm always at like 150 heartbeat because Pakistan can lose like that or win like that, and it's the pressure cooker like always. So yeah, brilliant bowling by the way so far from Mohammad Siraj. He's picked up that key wicket of Zach Crawley. It's the 23rd over, by the way. I forgot to update this because I got into the vibe. Thank you everyone for joining. Please like and subscribe. It's amazing. England must be a frustrating team to root for, but then again, you support Pakistan, so I guess you're into that. Yeah. Your fitness. Oh, that's very kind of you. I'm not fit at all. I'm a very chubby human being. England is not even your. No, it isn't. England. It's not my third team. That's a discussion for another time, my friend. Someone says you are the outlier. I am. My second team was New Zealand because I thought they would never win anything except hearts. Then WTC happened. Thing is, New Zealand is absolutely fantastic. New Zealand is a great team. But if I had to pick a side that I would be like, oh, if I watch New Zealand play against any team, I'm like, oh, I'd like to see New Zealand win. Right? It's just that feeling. But I don't support them like I support Pakistan or I support India. Like I don't try and watch every single game that New Zealand plays. I watch a bit of it, but Pakistan and India, I watch full matches, full test matches. But for New Zealand, Australia, England, I don't watch the entirety of the match. And 50 comes up for England. Outside edge goes through gully and the slip, and that's gone to the third man boundary. Gone for 4. Harris says, I get nervous watching Pakistan as well. It's for every Pakistani around the world. Yeah, it is. It definitely is. Abdullah says, a successful YouTuber is an unfit YouTuber. Exactly. Thanks for that. That's really kind of you as well. I'm trying to get in shape, though. Hopefully, I'm an outlier in this as well, Abdullah. I'm trying to get in shape. Trying to do a Gabe, because Gabe's in brilliant shape now. He's doing a great job. So, yeah, definitely looking into it. 50 for 2. Siraj to root all goes through the same gap once again, and that's gone for 4. Oh, Siraj has gotten the outside edge basically of Root twice now, and that's gone for 4 as well. Oh, not pleasant. That's 54 for 2 at the end. Well, one more ball left of the 23rd over. But yeah, that's gone for 4. Boomer says, give him a break, guys. He's already having a tough time being a Pakistani fan. Now you want him to support England as well? Oh, beautiful outside edge, though. Beautiful outside edge. Goes through the gap. There's no gully now, from what I can tell. Is that just a wide slip? I don't think that's is that a gully or is that a wide slip, guys? I think it's I can't tell. I have a feeling it's a gully. Oh, this time off his pads and gone for 4 once again. Oh, as soon as I said Siraj was doing well, Joe Root's like, yeah, I wasn't around. I'm 12 off 6. He's got 3 4s, 2 fluky, but 1 that was a good shot. That was just not the best of deliveries by Mohammad Siraj. That's gone to the square leg boundary, and that's gone for 4. Ooh, good shot. Good shot by Joe Root. This will be a series for Joe Root as well, to prove himself, to show why he should still be one of the best batsmen in the world in Test cricket. Because he is. He just doesn't perform as regularly as, people would like him to. Right? Silverall says, after India, I root for any team that is playing against Australia. Too many painful memories. Fair enough. I'd say, Gully, thanks for that. Much, much appreciated. New Zealand does well in the Olympics too. Yes, they do. Yeah, I've read that one. Thank you for that. I don't go against anyone. Like, I think the only time I go against any team is probably England, but no one heard me, so it's all good. Dog says, Root tonking Siraj out of nowhere. Yeah, he's just missed his line. A little bit. But yeah, 58 for 2. 24th over has started. Shardul Thakur continuing to bowl. 24th over, 58 for 2. Harris says, Joe Root must wakey be caught in 2 minds because of dreadful players around him. Yeah. I don't fully understand, but I get the gist of what you're trying to say. 340. Yeah, exactly. I'm trying not to look at it, but over 300 in the chat. Thank you everyone for joining. Please like, share, subscribe to Cricket for Us 2.0. It really, really does help the channel. Thank you so much for joining. It is amazing that you're here. And this time Sibley plays a cover drive. Wow. And that's gone for 2 runs. Not the best of running by, is that Pujara? I don't know who was running after the ball. Whoever was running after the ball just looked a little, yeah, it was Pujara. Yeah. And that's gone for 2 runs. 60 comes out for England. See, it's a tough decision now because Roots looked a lot better than I thought he would, right? And it's tough. It's a tough call. I'd give this session as an equal session to both teams. Right now, unless England starts smashing the next 2 overs, this is an equally spread session for sure. Somewhere else, I don't know why they don't have entire fielding corridor from slip to point like Australians did. There are so many edges that go. Yeah, I know. It's shocking, isn't it? It's absolutely shocking. Definitely need them to be a bit more aggressive with their approach. Virat Kohli's an aggressive guy. I just don't know why his fielding positions aren't as aggressive as I would have liked him, right? Oh, snap. Thanks, Harris. Much appreciated. Thank you, everyone, for joining. 400 in the chat. Thank you so much. Please like, share, subscribe. Please let me know if you want me to do any videos. Please just type in the chat and tell me. If you don't like me, just tell me you don't like me, but still like the video. That's okay. Just like the video and subscribe, and then never look at me ever again if you don't like me, all right? That's all I need. That's all I need. It's really good that you're here, by the way. I really appreciate everyone. Honestly, 440 in the chat. Amazing. Thank you, everyone. Oh, Raul Dong. Only time I supported Pakistan was in 2009 World T20 after India got eliminated. Don't know why. I was a massive Yunus Khan fan. At that point, I was very young. Oh, fair enough. Yunus Khan... I wasn't a Yunus Khan fan till 2011. I think after 2011, I became a Yunus Khan fan. Before that, I was like, Yunus Khan definitely doesn't deserve the hype that he got. But he was a lot better after 2010s, though. There's no arguments there. He's similar to James Anderson in that way. But yeah, I think definitely I do support India quite a lot. And people do tell me why. I'm like, because I think it's my second favorite team. And largely due to this guy who has a movie after him called MS Dhoni. MS Dhoni is the reason why I changed. Like I was a huge Saurav Ganguly fan. Not a huge Tendulkar or Dravid fan, but I was a huge Saurav Ganguly fan and a Venkatesh Prasad fan when I was younger. I was a bigger Glenn McGrath fan though, but and Michael Bevan. But I was a pretty big fan of those two as well. And I never supported India like that. But then MS Dhoni came in. And I was like, this guy is just amazing. So yeah, I'm a Dhoni fan at heart, which is why I support CSK as well. Thank you everyone for joining us. It's amazing. Thank you very much. Honestly. Kejav says, bro, almost 400 watching. That's amazing. Must turn the commentary full time. Job chore. Keshav, yeah, that's really kind of you, man. You're very good at commentary too. Don't worry about it. It's really kind of you to say that. But yeah, it's surreal. It's absolutely surreal that this is happening right now. I don't like it. Thanks, Silver. See, as long as you like and subscribe, it's all good. Mati Rajan, it has been a long time. How you doing, man? So the Pakistani versus England matches gave you a trauma, huh? Yeah, they definitely did. A trauma that that I needed to stay away from. Nitesh says, how many score do you think that England make today? Today, I think England just needs to get past 200. If England gets past 200, they should be happy with themselves. 250 is what would be great from an England perspective. 250 for not too many wickets having been lost would be ideal for England. So yeah, 200 minimum, 250 plus would be England's day completely, I think. Abe Root, Deepak, I completely agree with you. He smashed it all over the place, didn't he? And Bumrah's back into the attack. Just 1 over before before lunch. Let's see how Bumrah goes. I started rooting for Pakistan ever since they became plucky underdogs. All right, fair enough. Would love to join on one of these days, this series. Yeah, definitely. One of these games, I'll definitely have you on, man. Don't worry about it. Silver Owl says, did you see Venkatesh Prasad's interview in TGC? It was hilarious. Yes, I did. Silver Rahul, I definitely did watch it. And I thought he gave some very, very interesting answers. It was a lot of fun. Definitely a lot of fun. It wasn't as serious as I thought it'd be, but yeah, it was funny. It was funny as anything. 460 in the chat. Thank you, everyone. Please like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. It really, really does help the channel. So 60 for 2. Bumrah to Joe Root. Joe Root has faced 2 dot balls now. Okay. And he's angling it in to Root because he's realized that Root is going to try and be more aggressive. Just before lunch, going to be a bit more aggressive. Even though a lot of the times you assume that they're going to go into their shells, but not Joe Root. Joe Root's thought, okay, I'm going to go out on a high, and he's just defended that one under his eyes on the back foot. He's just outside the popping crease. Yeah, well defended. Played it just under his eye line. Exactly what Kane Williamson does. So brilliant technique by Mr. Joe Root. 200 seems ambitious on first day. I think 200 should be like a minimum from an England standpoint. 200 at the end of day 1, England will be happy. They'll be ecstatic if it's 250. But yeah. Oh, down leg side. Well stopped, Rishabh Pant. What a dive. What a dive. That is a single, and Virat Kohli is not the happiest that Pant went for it. But yeah, good dive there. Stopped a short shot boundary. Short shot boundary that would have gone for 4. Where are we? Deepak says, Root kaisa tera balla hai, kaise tera boot back to back chauke mare Siraj ab chalti. Oh, I love it. Mathirajan, well, I've been silently watching you these days. Oh, thank you, Mathirajan. That's very kind of you. Thank you for watching silently. Oh, this one just bounced out of nowhere. Maybe some foothold right now, but that bounced out of nowhere. Also, almost 40 to 50 new subs from this live stream. Good jump. Thanks, man. Thank you. I didn't check, but you checked for me. It's a great help. Thank you very much, man. Much appreciated. Mohammed Musa says, I would have chosen Ishant for the height. Thing is, I've heard Ishant's injured. That's the reason why he's not playing. Andrew Cook says, well, it's officially tomorrow now here in New Zealand, so I'm off to bed. Enjoyable stream, Azza. Thank you very much, Andrew Cook. Much, much appreciated. Have a wonderful sleep. And if I stream tomorrow, catch you tomorrow. If I don't stream tomorrow, then I'll catch you the next time. Thank you very much. Someone says, India need to get Root out and India will be on completely on top. Right. Okay, so angling in to Sibley, paced outside off, and might just have been going over the stumps because, yeah, I think that might have just been going over the stumps for Sibley, but not a bad shout. India's not reviewing. They're not reviewing. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, they needed to get in this session. Boomer says, oh, wow. Thank you, man. Nitesh says, comedy is nice. Good 400 plus live. See your commentary. Thank you, Nitesh Kumar. Thank you very much. Doesn't happen very often, but thank you very much for joining and for that compliment. I really appreciate it. Yes, it's the back of the leg, but I think it's the umpire's call if it is. Joyce says England might be on 250 plus at the end of the day with 5 wickets down, in my opinion. Yeah, could be a possibility for sure. India's team is good, very good for sure. 500 in the chat. Thank you, everyone, for joining. This is outstanding. This is amazing. I'm absolutely ecstatic about this. Yeah, umpire's call. If it was given, then yeah, that's what I thought. It's umpire's call. Oh my God. Okay. Thank you, Gurnishan Singh. Much appreciated. Harris says, what happened to your like button? 500. I have no idea, dude. I genuinely don't know. Did it disappear or something? 501 in the chat. Yeah, it's been amazing. A great session. See, I think it's an equally distributed session, right? And it's lunch now. It's an equally distributed session. Overrate hasn't been great, but doesn't really matter. India's bowled all their pace bowlers. So I said the only weak point in current Indian Test team is the weak batting of the tail. I'd say their middle order hasn't fired as often, but yeah, that's a very strong middle order as well. If they contributed more runs, they would be absolutely outstanding. Looks out to me. Yeah, I thought it was a bit high, but it's umpire's call, so what do I know? Boomer says 501. Thank you very much. Laughing Express. India slightly ahead, just a bit, just a smidge. I wouldn't give it to England, but yeah, I would say if India is ahead, it's just by like 55-45. That looked out to me today. Umpiring hasn't been the best. It disappeared for a bit. I think they realized this is the wrong channel. This shouldn't be getting this many likes or dislikes or people watching. But yeah, thank you. 483 in the chat. Guys, thank you very much for joining. This has been an absolute pleasure. This has been me, Asjad, Cricket for Us 2.0, right? I've done a commentary for the first session. I will be doing commentary over the next few days as well, over the course of this entire series. So please do join me then. We've got some amazing people in the chat. So everyone who's joined us in the chat, thank you very much. It's been, like I said, it's been a pleasure as always. Love to do it. I haven't done it for a while, and I'm about to start my actual job now, which I took a day off because I wanted to stream this game, and I'm glad I did. It's been an absolute blast. It's been a pleasure. It's been a lot of fun. And yeah, India, if they are ahead, it's more 55-45 than anything else. India should look to get England bowled out today. That's what they should be aiming for, or at least 2 to 3 wickets in that next session to make a game of it from an Indian standpoint. Don't know when Jadeja will bowl. I think they'll bowl with Bumrah and Shami or Bumrah and Siraj. I think Bumrah and Shami probably at the start of the next session, and then they might go to Jadeja at the end of the next session later in the day if they did have to. But yeah, definitely India has done a fairly decent job getting those 2 wickets. They're ahead by this much, and Root's counter-attacking innings has been really, really good. I'm going to read the next few comments very quickly. Someone says, India is ahead, but good counter-attacking batting by England after losing the early wicket. Yeah, agreed. Someone else says, DRS is horribly inaccurate for height prediction. It so is. Do you remember Australia? It was just, the angles are outrageous. Amit Kumar says, hello. Hello, Amit Kumar. Thank you so much for joining. Aman Study Point says, jisko live match dekhna hai, Sports Dosti pe jao. Yes. Sports Dosti. Thank you. Much appreciated. Please like and subscribe to Cricket Forest 2.0 as well. So many people in the chat still. It's amazing. Please, I beg of you, please subscribe. It really, really does help the channel. And if I reach 2,000, well, if I reach 1,750 today, I would be absolutely blastedly, amazingly happy. Okay. So yeah, thank you everyone for joining. I'm going to stick around for the next few minutes because I have lunch, technically speaking. So I will start working soon. But yeah, thank you. It's been great. It's been great to have the conversation. It was great to see the cricket as well. Only 25 overs bowled, not the best, but the cricket on show was great. Good crowd reactions as well. India picked up the first wicket in the first over. Bumrah getting Burns, who was the guy in form. Then Crawley came out with an attacking innings of almost 30, I believe, getting out to an inside edge. He got 27, I think. Yeah, getting out to an inside edge that went back to Rishabh Pant. They went for a DRS, and Crawley had to go. And then Joe Root came out with an attacking mindset just at the end of that first session. Mr. Dom Sibley is still there. He's just still there chilling like a villain. And he's like, yeah, I'm not going to get out. I'm just going to stick around. India has bowled well. Siraj got pumped at the end, but otherwise, every Indian bowler has bowled really, really well so far. England 280 last. Okay. So what else says, I had one scene, a square leg umpire angle The ball clearly showed going on to hit the wicket, but DRS showed it's going way over. Yeah, there are a lot of issues with that. How long are your shifts usually? My shifts are it's usually 9 to 5:30. That's my shift, right? That's what I work, 9 to 5:30. But sometimes I can get early time off so I can do my stream, etc., etc. So that's how I work. England's still higher on the. That's just wrong. That win percentage, win viz is not great. I know this. Do you have the game on in the background when working? Yeah, I have it in the background. Yeah, I have it in the background. Rupal says, अब एंडरसन भी तैयार है, but लिख के ले लो विराट की आगे एंडरसन शायद आगे होंगे. रोहित शर्मा को रन बनाने पड़ेंगे. कोहली हर बार इंग्लैंड में रन नहीं कर सकता. Well, I think he might. So also, what is sports dosti? I don't know. I have never heard of it until Aman guy said it in the top. The sports dosti pe par free aayega match. Okay, fair enough. I think the reason is because I've got more than a certain amount of people watching. They've thought, okay, let's jump on here and try and promote their channel, which is great. Which is a great way of doing it, and I appreciate it. Thank you for thinking of me in that way. India, good vibes. Yes, good vibes to India as well. They're just ahead, like I said. Why Ashwin? I think they went with Jadeja because of, number one, his performances last time, and number two, they thought the pitch wasn't going to spin as much. So why not play Jadeja, who is probably a better batsman than Ashwin? Let's get to 600 viewers. Shared the video. Thank you, Harris. That's so kind of you. Thank you very much. Much more appreciated. Oh, man. Yeah, this has been amazing. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Raj Kumar says, KL Rahul, kitne run marega speech par. But I think Rahul's going to do well. I think Rahul's going to do really well in this series. Rohit Sharma is the one I'm worried about, that I want him to perform outside India, but KL Rahul is the one I'm not worried about whatsoever. Shivam Yadav says Rohta. Who is Rohta? Or what is Rohta? Rupal says, can you put your Instagram link in the description? Yeah, sure. I'll put my Instagram link in the description. Let me find it. Cricket for us. There we go. So that's I'll put in the chat if you want. And yeah, I have to go. Unfortunately, I've just got a message from work, which is great. And I'm just going to reply to them. But yeah, thank you everyone for joining. High five to you as well. High five to everyone. It's been a very entertaining session. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining. Much appreciated. I think Mohammad Shami bowled brilliantly. He did. Vinay, he definitely did. He was outstanding with the ball. Is this the most you have had on a live stream? I think it is. It's the most or the second most on a live stream. I'm 100% sure of that. Because once I wasn't here, but someone else was here instead of me, Laughing Coyote, and he was here and he saw like numbers rise up like crazy. So I don't know if this is the most, but yeah. What's for lunch? Have you got Twitter? Yeah, I do. Twitter is the same, All Cricket for Us. Just put All Cricket for Us, similar to the Instagram, and you'll get to the Twitter handle as well. Lunch, I don't know what's for lunch, man. I'm probably not eating anything. I'm just going to waste time. Well, I'm going to start working. I need to answer like 16 emails and all that good stuff. Khan Varsi says, Washington को ना खिलाकर गलती कर दी है, 3 दिन टर्न मिलेगा, चौथे और पांचवें दिन अश्विन इफेक्टिव होता. Really? I don't know. Not with Trent Bridge and not with Lords either. I think after that, maybe he might be considered as an option. Let me just go through the channels very quickly. Rohit Sharma is definitely suspect in English conditions. KL Rahul and Vikash over. Okay. Is there going to be any major rain scheduled in? Not from my knowledge. I think it's not going to rain until the 4th day. But the temperature and the weather forecast in England is horrendous. Dylan says also, how you doing? I'm doing well, Dylan. Thank you so much for joining. Much appreciated. Please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Can't wait for Spider-Man. Neither can I. Hello. Bhagyashri Pandey, thank you so much for joining. Bye, Harris. Thank you so much for joining. You're going to stream later? I'm going to try if I can stream later. I'm going to stream later. Joyce says, are you going to stream today in the last session? I'm going to try and see if I can get my work done. Then I will. Otherwise, I'm probably going to stream tomorrow or Friday. I don't know what time yet. I will let you guys know. I will post it in the community. I will create an event at least like 12 hours beforehand as well, just in case. But yeah, thank you everyone for joining. Will Butler score? I hope so. That's going to be nice. KL Rahul or Vikas, kitna run marega Sajni ke pipa? I don't know how to answer to any of these. Hi, Abhishek. Hi. Okay, I have to go. I really have to go, guys. Thank you very much for joining. Until next time, please take care, stay safe, and yeah, enjoy. Take care. Party hard, but indoors, okay? There's still a pandemic going on. Okay, so thank you everyone for joining. Until next time, please take care. Catch you in the next one. Bye, and hopefully I'll stream. If not today, then in the next couple of days, I'll put a link up for you guys as well. Thank you so much. Until next time, please take care. Bye.